Good evening, everybody, and we welcome you to Andy McGaffin Field here in Spencer, getting set for some Lakes Conference baseball tonight on KUOO and the live video stream at explorecabogie.com with Keith Check. I'm Jason Jacobs. Thanks for joining us this evening. Matthew Grisham is our studio engineer. Gabe Davis is our audio engineer back in Spirit Lake. And again, you can listen here on KUOO or also watch at explorecabogie.com, at explorecabogie on YouTube, or with the free CF video channel if you got a Roku or Amazon Fire Stick. Well, Keith, I think we had a good one here tonight. A couple of teams that are both 1-3 in conference play. Spencer sits at 9-4 overall. They got a nice 16-0 win over Western Christian on the road the other night. Spirit Lake's been on a bit of a slide, though. The Indians have actually lost 6 in a row, including a 12-2 loss at ELC on Monday night. So we'll see who gets things kind of going in the right direction, both sitting at 1-3 in conference play. Our pregame show kicks us off here this evening, and that is brought to you by our friends at Lakes Regional Healthcare in Spirit Lake, online at lakeshealth.org. More coming up after this on KUOO.
Imagine a surgery with less pain, where it's minimally invasive. You have a faster recovery and you receive better results.
And the Indians in Lakes Conference Baseball. Let's start with the Spirit Lake offense. They'll lead things off with the left fielder, Jack Wajda, followed by the center fielder, Braden Tiestfeld, and the pitcher, Jake Cornwall. 4, 5, 6 batters are the third baseman, Isaac Early, the shortstop, Riley Reynolds, and the catcher, number 4, Spencer Robinson. 7, 8, 9 batters for the Indians. The first baseman, number 7, Drew Dietering, right fielder, J.D. Schneider, and designated hitter, Aiden Gigstead. And the second baseman tonight not batting for the Indians, Ryder Sundahl. Ross Ackerman, the head coach for Spirit Lake. 6-8, 1-3 in Lakes Conference play. And now your Spencer Tiger lineup here this evening. We'll do their defensive lineup tonight for Spencer. And going left to right in the outfield, Cale Dodge, Campbell Wessels in center, and Jake Hallett in right. Infielders starting at third, Reed Tegas. Also Devin Dirks at short, Cade Johnson second, Cooper Griffin at first. And the battery tonight, Brennan Elsbecker pitching to Logan Huckfeld. So there you go. Those are your starters for tonight's matchup, thanks to Okoboji Motor Company, Service Department, and Collision Center. Softball is underway. They just got underway a little bit earlier. We're going to have a slightly early start this evening here in Spencer, about a 20 to 25 minute early head start, which is all right. No complaints on our front. And wrapping up another week of sports coverage. We'll have one more game tomorrow with Okoboji at North Union, and we'll get another weekend. It looks like here we've kind of lucked out on the weather front overall, so that's been kind of nice this year.
Yeah, for sure. A couple of guys had to sweat it out a little bit last few days, but you're not battling.
And I'll tell you what,
elements.
Last night actually turned out to be really nice.
Wasn't too bad
as the evening wore on. So we'll take a timeout here for the national anthem. Spencer Spirit Lake baseball is on the way in 2 minutes on KUOO and the video stream at exploreokoboji.com.
Whether you are freshening up your current decor, building new, or just looking for custom window treatments, Interior Sewing by Lisa has you covered with draperies, pillows, and Hunter Douglas blinds. Call me for your free in-home consultation at 712-320-3492.
McKean's Pub and Grill in Spirit Lake has awesome nightly specials Tuesday through Saturday. Stop by after the game or any night and enjoy a great atmosphere and good times with friends at McKean's Pub and Grill.
Whether it's a flooded basement or damaged carpets, Steamway Cleaning has the tools and professional service to restore the beauty of your floors. Steamway Cleaning also provides duct cleaning, odor removal, and much more. Plus 24-hour emergency services. Call Steamway Cleaning in Spirit Lake.
Pub 19 is open 7 days a week at 11 a.m. with limited seating. Dine in or carry out every Friday night. You can enjoy the in-house smoked prime rib. Pub 19 at Okoboji View Golf Course on Highway 86 in Spirit Lake. And check out their new menu items at pub19barngrill.com.
Northwest Bank is top notch. You may be a one-time customer, you may be a lifetime customer, but they're always going to look out for you and take care of you.
Northwest Bank has the ability to help you do what you need to have done with your mortgage.
To me, probably the number one thing is their ability to get the job done.
Easy to work with, explain things very well, people that you trust and people that you see every day. That type of skill and knowledge sitting behind that desk when you're coming to sign those papers is very important.
I've always trusted Northwest Bank, and I definitely trust them with the biggest purchase we've ever made.
Whether your vehicle has been damaged in an accident or is showing signs of age, you can trust the professional team at Okoboji Motor Company. This is Kenny, manager in the Collision Center, and we are confident that we can have your vehicle looking like new again. We offer the best in auto body repairs. We offer competitive rates and always free estimates. We are backed by our high-quality workmanship and deliver the trust you deserve when it comes to your vehicle. Serving the Iowa Great Lakes and surrounding area for over 40 years. Schedule your appointment today at the Collision Center at Okoboji Motor Company off Highway 9.
We welcome you back here to Andy McGaffin Field in Spencer, getting set for Lakes Conference baseball tonight between the Spencer Tigers and the Spirit Lake Indians. With Keith Check, I'm Jason Jacobs. Keith, should be a good night of some ball here tonight in Spencer. Looking forward to it. And on the mound tonight for the Tigers, they're going to go with Brennan Elsbecker. And Spirit Lake will go with Jake Cornwall tonight on the mound. But let's start with Elsbecker, a senior for this Tiger squad. 4.12 ERA, 25 Ks to 12 walks. Opponent's batting .198. That's pretty good.
Yes.
Then you flip the script and you look at Cornwall, the junior, 2.69 ERA, 20 Ks to 14 walks. Opponent's batting .169. So I think we could have a good matchup here tonight.
Yeah, it might be one of those
front.
duels again.
Well, they've been very good games between these two schools in recent years. As we mentioned, in the last 25 games, it's 13-12 in favor of Spirit Lake. So it's been pretty much dead even. So it should make for a very nice evening here in Spencer. And as we mentioned, softball is underway as well. And looks like we've gotten to the bottom of the first there with no score. So Spencer did. Maybe they got a girl on, not sure right there. But either way, we'll keep you up to date on what's happening softball-wise as well. Jack Washda is going to lead things off here for Spirit Lake as we kind of hurried up and now waited. That's okay.
That's the name of the game in this business.
I'll tell you what, good crowd here tonight overall, and I would expect it will grow as we've had a little bit of an early start here, at least on the baseball side of things. Softball's got a good crowd surrounding the diamond over there as well, so should be fun. So here comes Jack Washda, home plate umpire, and everybody getting things kind of cleaned off, and we'll get underway here shortly. About a 20-minute early head start. We'll take that.
Absolutely. I tell you what, Spirit Lake, their uniforms are sharp.
They are very sharp. So Washda steps into the batter's box, right-handed batter. And Elsbecker's going to deliver his first pitch, and it will come at 7:10, and it'll be high for ball one. Washda, for Spirit Lake, a junior, .475 average on-base percentage of .533, has 19 hits on the season. So in other words, the goal is, hey, just get on here. And looks at ball 2.
Yeah, both of them starting out a little bit high.
Does have 5 walks on the year. Elsbecker gets the sign, delivers. Chopper towards second, hops over the glove of Johnson, and Spirit Lake will have a leadoff hit.
Well, and Johnson had a pretty good beat on the ball. Just took a little bit of a funky bounce there. He was ready for it, but hopped right over the glove. He stretched out, couldn't snag it.
Yeah, no fault of his. And a base runner for Spirit Lake early in this one, and now Braden Tiestfeld, the center fielder. Tiestfeld, a junior as well, .359 average for Aiden. He has 14 hits on the year, 5 RBIs, 11 walks for him, right-handed batter. Working from the stretch is Elsbecker, and he delivers, and it'll be low and outside, ball 1. Jake Cornwall on deck for the Indians. Getting set here is Elsbecker. Looks back towards first. Now he'll throw back, and not in time. Waj just slides back safely. Not a huge lead, but maybe just kind of letting him know, hey, no funny business here.
Yeah, he took a long, hard look at him.
Does again. Now he'll fire home, and that's down the pipe. Well, maybe just a hair outside.
Yeah, might have missed
2-0.
it. If he did, it wasn't by much, but ball called.
So 2-0 to Tiestfeld. And now a throw back to first, not in time. Yeah, bad pickoff move. Wajda well underneath of it, though. Yeah, let's see how aggressive Spirit Lake gets here early in this one. So Elsbecker with a 2-0 count. And this time he'll fire home. Swung on, and it'll be foul. So 2-1 to Tiestfeld. Nobody out, runner at first for the Indians here in the top of the first. Now time is called. And I think Tiestfeld had to make sure he had the right play. Steps back into the batter's box and will get underway here again. And now he'll throw back to first again, this time a little high. And back in safely is Wajda.
Yeah, it's cat and mouse over there so far. Really trying to keep him honest there at first.
So 2-1 count. Let's see if Elsbecker fires home here. Gets set. And now delivers. Now they're going to send him, and this one's going to be swung on and hit. It's a little hit and run, and that's going to work because Waj is going to round second, and he'll be into third safely. And they will keep the runners at the corners here. So good piece of hitting there by Braden Tiestfeld. Was about a foot behind Wajda, and Spirit Lake with a couple of hits to start the ball game.
Yeah, it couldn't have been in a better spot as far as where he hit it, as the runner was trying to steal from first to second. That brought the second baseman in to second base and left that big gap there. So another base hit right away. Now you got him on each corner, one in scoring position for Spirit Lake with no outs.
It's going to bring up Jake Cornwall, the pitcher, who can help his own cause. The first run of the ball game sits 90 feet away for Spirit Lake. And Elsbecker will fire home. And that'll be swung on, and getting just a piece of it there is Cornwall, 0-1.
Yeah, that ball had cornfield written all over it. He went hard at that one.
He wanted that, didn't he?
Well, I do like here, too, we got a pitch count on the scoreboard.
Makes life a lot easier for you and me.
Yes.
Yeah. 486 average for Cornwall, 18 hits on the year for him. As a team, the Indians batting .332. And they're going to try to get him in a pickle here, and sliding it into second safely. Underneath of it is Tiestfeld, speedy Braden Tiestfeld.
Boy.
So really a runner in scoring position. They keep the runner at third in Wajda. And that might have been one of those scenarios there where they were trying to kind of bait him to get off the bag a little bit, but he does not bite. So instead, it's runners at second and third And an 0-1 count here to Cornwall. So Elsbecker set here. And he'll fire home, and golfing at that one is Cornwall. Might have been a breaking ball there by Elsbecker. Either way, it's 0-2.
Yeah, that one looked like me in the tee box on the first tee. Close your eyes, swing as hard as you can.
So we mentioned Spirit Lake is on a 6-game losing streak. And some of those games, they have put some runs on the board, but this one's well outside now. 1-2 to Cornwall. Couldn't quite get him to chase that one. I don't mind that pitch if I'm Elsbecker. Nobody out here. Runners at second and third for Spirit Lake. Top of the first. Little breezy. Breeze coming out of the south and west, which is okay at our backs. We're fine with that, yeah. This one's going to be swung on and hit into center field, and it is going to be caught. They will tag Washda from third, and he will score, and Spirit Lake will strike first. 1-0.
Sacrifice fly ball right there. Thought he was going to get it in the gap, but good wheels by the center fielder to get under it. Still Spirit Lake on the board first.
Staying at second there is Tiestfeld. So one out, runner at second for Spirit Lake. They lead 1-0, and now we'll see Isaac Early, the third baseman. And what do we got going on here?
Umpire having a word with the third base coach.
Yeah, him and Ross Ackerman are chatting. Now they're going to bring Brian Dirks out here as well.
Are they looking at the bat?
They are taking a peek at the bat. Not sure what this is all about.
You cork an aluminum bat?
No, I'm thinking not, but...
Remember where I was educated?
Now smiles and everybody says we're okay.
Now, but going back to Spirit Lake, they have that 6-game losing streak. You look at it on paper, Esterville Lincoln Central is a dominant team. I mean, that was the outlier.
That, right?
The rest of them, like you said, it by no means is like they were laying down good quality games.
At Newell Fonda, they've got a good program. Storm Lake's got a good program. MOC's got a good program. Cherokee's turned out to be much better than people thought they would, and then they had to go to Sergeant Bluff in there as well. So it was kind of a difficult stretch. So they may be trying to exercise a few demons tonight. Isaac Early now for the Indians, playing at third tonight. Elsbecker on the mound for the Tigers, looking back towards second. And he'll fire home, and that's outside ball one. A little more on Isaac Early, senior for this Indian squad. .395 average for him, 15 hits on the year. He has 15 RBIs, leads the team in that statistic. And Spirit Lake leads 1-0 if you're just joining us here in the top of the first. Now they're going to throw back over towards second and out in time.
Boy, when he made that turn, I thought for a second he was going to get there in time, but he kind of double clutched it almost.
Yeah.
Looks like he might have lost his balance a hair.
So 1-0 here to Early. Elsbecker gets set. And he'll deliver, and that's going to be swung on and fouled down the third base line. So just getting a piece of it there is Early, and it'll be 1-1 to the Spirit Lake third baseman. He'll be followed by Riley Reynolds, playing out at short tonight.
So far, the Spirit Lake batters are seeing it well. They've all made pretty solid contact up to this point.
Into the second inning, no score in softball between these two schools. 1-1. Elsbecker looks back towards second now, will deliver. And that'll fall in there for a strike. Nice looking breaking pitch there. And now Early's going to have to protect one away here in the top of the first. And I know Elsbecker and the Tigers would like to see a strikeout here and put themselves in position to get out of the inning. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. Hit solidly into right center. That's going to drop in for a hit. Is the runner going to round third? Absolutely. Oh, yeah. And here comes Braden Tiestfeld, and Spirit Lake leads 2-0.
Boy, just like that, again, the bats of Spirit Lake early on are ringing. Hit it right in that gap. They're finding the right spots.
RBI double for Isaac Early. Tiestfeld scoring from second. And Spirit Lake with their third hit of the ball game, and they lead 2-0 here in the top of the first. And now Riley Reynolds Senior out at short, 235 average, 8 hits on the year for him, 7 RBIs. Has walked 11 times. And first pitch, now they're going to just kind of, well, actually, he just has to fake the throw essentially back to second because nobody was there covering the bag. Well, you got the one out here if you're Ellsbecker, and I'd maybe just focus on the batter here.
Yeah, getting a root. Oh.
And right down the middle, there we go.
Getting to a little bit more of a groove.
Yeah.
He's worrying a lot about those base runners. And
well, and that can throw you off a little bit, right? And I think different pitchers just kind of have different styles about them. Some really need to get into a rhythm. Some, it's not really that big of a deal, maybe. And that's going to get in there again. Man, a nice breaking pitch. So quickly 0-2 to Reynolds.
Yeah, he's got some Yahtzee on some of them pitches. The heat isn't necessarily there, but man, he can put a little English on there.
So 0-2 to Reynolds. And he's going to fire home here, and that's going to be swung on and hit past the glove of the second baseman. Runner's going to round second, and scoring will be early, and it'll be an RBI single for Riley Reynolds.
Boy, an impressive start here for Spirit Lake. Again, just only one out for Spencer defensively, and at this point, I think pretty much everybody from Spirit Lake has gotten a hit.
Well, they've all hit it to either right center field or to center field.
Yeah, picking on the second baseman. He's had a couple that by no means errors, just
real hard hit, good balls. And this is going to be right down there for a strike to Spencer Robinson, the catcher. So one away. Reynolds at first. Robinson, a junior, 316 average. He's got 12 hits and 11 RBIs on the season. Facing an 0-1 count here, Drew Deitering on deck with just one away. Now they'll fire back over to first, and he doesn't have a terrible pickoff move.
No.
But Reynolds will slide back in safely. So 0-1 to Robinson. Now they'll throw back to first again. Ooh, and I think they got him. They did. Yeah, Reynolds got a little too far out, and Riley said, yep, that one was on me.
Well, that shows what we know. We were talking about focusing a little bit more on the batter instead of the base runners, and that time pays off for him. Caught Reynolds napping a little bit at first.
So 2 outs now, nobody on for Robinson, and an 0-1 count. And now we'll see Ellsbecker wind things up again. Gets the call from home. Now we got time called. Robinson will step back in. 3-0 Spirit Lake if you're just joining us. And the pitch on the way, sails high, and it'll be 1-1 to Robinson. Our broadcast thanks to the Hot Bar and Grill, Consumers Lumber Company, and MHR Insurance. Again, we're on KUOO tonight. The video stream as well at ExploreKaboji.com. You can watch under the Sports tab at ExploreKaboji.com or on the CF Video channel. It's free on your Roku or Fire Stick. 1-1. Chopper towards second. It'll be scooped up that time by Johnson over to first in time. Well, Johnson earned that one, right? Mm-hmm. Of all the crazy hops and things he's seen already here in the first inning, he deserved a routine ground ball that time around. But Spirit Lake strikes first, 3 runs on 4 hits. No errors by Spencer. Nobody left on. We have played a half inning. Spirit Lake 3, and Spencer comes to bat in 1 minute on KUOO.
Craig Newell and his staff with Newell Orthodontics of Spirit Lake, Worthington, and Wyndham are well-trained, highly skilled, and licensed to provide the best quality orthodontic care. Newell Orthodontics is proud to help the community and wishes the best of luck to all local athletes throughout the season.
Are you paying too much for internet service? It's time to cut the wires, cut the charges. IGL Teleconnect is your local internet provider. No contracts, no hidden fees, no equipment rental, and no confusing packages for just $40 a month. IGL Teleconnect, we put you first.
Doctors Norland and Cornwall and the entire staff of the Eye Care Center would like to remind athletes to do your best and have a great season. When you have eye care needs, visit the Eye Care Center just north of the hospital in Spirit Lake. The Eye Care Center is proud to offer you professional service and personal care for all your eye care needs. The Eye Care Center has a large selection of quality eyeglass frames and the most up-to-date styles. Call today to make an appointment with the professionals at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake.
We go to the bottom of the first. It's 3-0 Spirit Lake leading Spencer here at Andy McGaffin Field for Lakes Conference Baseball tonight. Tigers and Indians. And Spencer, let's run down their batting order here this evening. The pitcher, Brendan Elsbecker, will lead things off for Coach Brian Dirks' squad. He'll be followed by the center fielder, Campbell Wessels, and the shortstop, Devin Dirks. 4, 5, 6 batters are the third baseman, Reed Tigas, the left fielder, Cale Dodge, and the right fielder, Jake Hallett. 7, 8, 9 batters, the catcher, Logan Huckfelt, the first baseman, Cooper Griffin, and the second baseman, Cade Johnson. Spencer 9-4 on the season. They are 1-3 in conference play. Spirit Lake 6-8, also 1-3 in conference play. I believe both teams defeated Western Christian, who's kind of struggling this year, but looking for another win here tonight. And here's Brennan Elsbecker, the pitcher, and the first pitch is high and outside from Jake Cornwall for ball one. Elsbecker is a senior, 500 average on the year, on-base percentage 585, 21 hits on the season, and now 2-0 to Elsbecker. And Cornwall delivers. That's going to be hit into left. It's going to bloop in there for a single. And we have a leadoff single, and Elsbecker's going to make a big round at first and then trot back.
Oh, that kind of he kind of almost took a half swing at that. It knuckled right off the bat and found an open spot there in left field. So right away, we've seen some active bats right away here. Spencer, just like Spirit Lake, getting somebody right away with a base hit.
Center fielder Campbell Wessels now with nobody out and runner at first for the Tigers, trailing 3-0. And pitch on the way, outside ball one. Get you some numbers here on Cornwall. Junior, 2.69 ERA. Opponents batting 169. 20 strikeouts to 14 walks. That's in there for a strike. Nice looking throw. Count even up at a ball and a strike apiece to Campbell Wessels. Elsbecker at first. Cornwall peeks over towards first. Now he'll throw back, not in time. Also, pretty good pickoff move. That was well placed.
He was quick with it.
See how aggressive Coach Dirks and Coach Huckfelt get over at first there. We got a 1-1 count. And pitch on the way, and that's going to be a blooper picked up. They're going to try to throw towards second, but a misplayed a little bit. Kind of a bad throw there by Cornwall. He had to kind of throw off his back foot. In hindsight, probably should have tried for just getting this sure out at first.
Yeah, he got a little bit greedy there. The momentum was taking him towards first. Could have almost underhanded it over there.
Yeah.
And instead, he wanted to try and get that. Maybe a chance at that double play is what he was thinking, but
I got to go
that lead runner.
I got to go throwing error in that one, and so we've got our first error of the ball game. Fielder's choice recorded for Wessels, and so runners at first and second for Spencer with nobody out, trailing 3-0. And here's Devin Dirks, and he'll look at strike one. The Spencer shortstop is a senior, 410 average, 16 hits, 21 RBIs for him. Only Cale Dodge has more than, it's just one more than him at 22. So the 0-1 pitch on the way, and that's going to be swung on and hit towards first. And then they can't quite scoop it up in time, and they're not going to get there. Ooh, they're going to call him out.
Ooh.
At first, they're going to say Spirit Lake got there just in time. Ooh, and they are going to... Devin Dirks is going to appeal towards home.
Brian
Dirks, the coach, is going to appeal towards home. Now the officials are going to chat Looked safe to me.
Yeah.
But they're gonna rule him safe. Good decision there.
Good on the umpires, too, getting together.
Again, I'm going to have to go with an error in that instance because it was bobbled.
Yeah, it was one of those. It was blooped right over to first. He had to take maybe 4 steps off the base and got ahead of himself. Didn't actually put the squeeze on the ball as it laid in the grass. And now another.
Ross Ackerman's going to get an explanation as well here.
Yeah, I think it's one of those situations that.
I don't think he was on the bag.
Yeah.
So they tried to flip back towards the second baseman or the pitcher then, and he just didn't get there in time. That's really all there is to it.
I know Coach wants an explanation, but I think it was.
This is the right
corrected call is the right call.
Agreed. Yeah, you didn't hear too many groans to the right of us.
Yeah.
That's usually a sign, right?
Yeah, and you heard the groans in the initial call.
Yeah. Not that that's always right.
Yeah.
Because, and again, not a job we want. But so we got bases loaded here with nobody out. And it's going to be outside to Reed Tigas. And he is the third baseman.
Yeah, the hot start for Spirit Lake, you kind of wonder what Spencer was going to do to answer. But they're a good ball club, and I don't think it shook him one bit.
They're 9-4 for a reason, right? Here's the pitch. Ooh, that one's in the dirt. Great stop by Robinson.
Yeah, that wasn't an easy one to get at.
No. 2-0.
That was coming in hot, too. If that gets by him, that's very easily could have been.
Yeah, Ellsbecker's at third, Wessel's second, Dirk's over at first. It's a 2-0 count here to Tigas. And getting set here is Cornwall. He'll deliver. And that's in there for a strike. Good-looking throw there by Cornwall.
Yeah, caught that outside corner. He has got quite the wind-up, and
he does.
His throwing motion hurts me.
It's a big.
It's a whiplash.
Yeah. 3-1 now.
Not to show my age or my.
Right. I understand. 3-1. Spencer trying to get on the board here, trailing 3-0, bottom of the first. Pitch on the way, swung on and missed. That was a big cut from Tigas. And it will be a full count here to the Tigers' third baseman. We mentioned Spirit Lake's losing streak. Spencer's been kind of up and down. 16-0 against Western on Monday. 5-4 close loss to Cherokee before that. 3-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and hit. It's going to be scooped up at third. Can they throw home in time? No, it'll get away from the catcher. So got to go throwing error, and another run is going to score here in this instance, and he's going to score. He's underneath of it. Wow. Speedy Campbell Wessels makes Spirit Lake pay for the error, and we have a 3-2 ball game.
Yeah, and I mean...
and I got to go another error in this instance, right? I mean, fielder's choice for Tigas.
There's another situation where he couldn't quite pick up the ball.
Yeah, it's just they've kind of had trouble just scooping it up here a little bit here in this first inning.
I mean, at this point, both of those runs you could chalk up to errors.
I would agree. 3-2 is the score. Spirit Lake leads by 1, and still nobody out for Cale Dodge.
And a couple of them just not taking your time. Take the extra half second to make sure you got a grasp on that ball before you make the next move.
Runners are at the corners for the Tigers. Dodge the left fielder, and a nice stop again by Robinson. So ball 1. Cale Dodge, as I mentioned, leads this team in RBIs with 22. He has 13 hits entering the contest, 7 walks, and a .283 average in the number 5 slot. Cornwall gets set and delivers. That's going to be poked into center field, and another run's going to score. So it'll be runners at first and second. Tigas down to second, and Cale Dodge give him an RBI single.
Just like that, a tie ball game. Here, I was thinking Spirit Lake had a good shot at kind of running away with it.
You liked the way it started, right?
And Spencer is showing they didn't flinch a tiny bit.
Couple of hits for the Tigers, 3 runs on the board. We're tied up here. It's Jake Hallett. And Cornwall gets set and delivers. That's going to Stay just a hair high.
And a little confusion.
They're going to have a little chat here, make sure they're on the same page. That's all right. Cornwall and Robinson.
That last pitch was close. Looked like it fell in, but
not just maybe a hair high.
Yeah.
Yep. 1-0 to Hallett. I think it might be 2-0 now. Softball update, 2-0 Spirit Lake in the third. They're in the top of the third. Now Coach Dirks calls the signs. The good thing about this little breeze tonight, it's keeping our little friends away.
Oh, that's the truth.
They've been pretty rotten here in the last few weeks.
Yeah, I forgot those existed in my few years further
they were
north.
Downright miserable a week ago tonight when you and I were in Spirit Lake for softball with Storm Lake. 1-0 count here to Hallett. Shows bunt, and it bunts it back into the net. So 1-1 to Hallett.
Another beautiful facility here.
Very
I'm
nice.
kind of making the rounds. Everything's new to me.
Yeah, your first
the
time
area.
through. All of the Lakes Conference baseball facilities are very nice. Not a bad park in the conference. 1-1, popped up, foul back into the net again. Now it's not out of the question it couldn't get over that. So you're my protector tonight.
All right,
you're personal protector.
Hands of stone.
Well, as long as it doesn't hit me, that's all I care about.
I'm just happy to see a cornfield again.
It's a great view. I like it's Iowa on a lot of levels, right? 1-2. Ooh, that had a little movement, and he'll hit it over towards third, and then we're going to have the third baseman kind of got caught there on the edge of the grass and maybe twisted his ankle there. Isaac Early did, and everybody's going to be safe. And now Coach Ackerman's going to make sure he's okay. He was going to race back towards third, then kind of thought against it, and then twisted his ankle out there.
Yeah.
So we're going to go fielder's choice again here for Hallett.
And he's still kind of trying to walk it off over there.
And Tigas will get to third.
And you're also looking at the fact that we're in the bottom of the first. There's no outs, and your pitcher's got 20 pitches already.
Well, 21
and 20.
For Elsbecker, 20 now for Cornwall, but Cornwall's he has no outs.
Yeah, so
this is becoming an issue.
He's going to have a long night if he doesn't get it reined in.
Well,
I don't think he's thrown a horrible game.
No, he's done fine. This is here again. I think if you can, some of these errors just kind of happen.
Yeah,
but if you could get a couple of them back, you'd have an out at least, right?
Yeah. Well, I think he stayed in over there, so
I think he's okay. Logan Huckfeld's going to step up here for the Tigers, the catcher. He has runners at all three bags. And again, nobody out. So Cornwall will get set, now delivers, and gets him to kind of chase at that, and it will be strike one to Logan Huckfeld, the catcher.
Yeah, you twist your ankle like that. It's funny. Anybody who's played any type of athletics knows that feeling. Just right up the leg, and for a second it's just like, we'll just lap it off. I don't feel this anymore, but you walk it off, and hopefully he's fine.
0-1. Catching the outside corner, now 0-2. Huckfeld to 225 batter. Hey, what did I tell you? That was you're supposed to be protecting me over here.
Came out of nowhere.
That's why you're here.
I didn't even hear the warning.
No, that was, I did not hear that. Well, that's because we've got earmuffs on, of course, over here.
That was about.
I didn't expect softball to be the problem
2
tonight.
miles down.
Literally bounced about 2 feet from me.
I ducked out of the way.
That could have been problematic on a lot of levels. It's 1-2 to Huckfeld. Now I'm supposed to try to call a ball game after that? I'm going to keel over. I'm going to be like the story tonight. And this swing and a miss, and they're going to get a strikeout there to Huckfeld. So that's a nice.
There you go. Yeah,
that's a nice pitch there by Cornwall.
Now get into a little bit of a flow here, and
one out. But bases are still loaded here for Spencer. They've got Hallett at first, Dodge at second, Tigas at third, and here's Cooper Griffin, the first baseman.
It's a tough mind game for Cornwall on the mound, too.
Yes.
No outs, and to throw that strike, solid.
And this one will stay high, ball one. About chin level there for Griffin down the middle. He's got a .333 average. 12 hits on the year. Opportunity to get his third RBI in this instance. 1-0 pitch. Hit very solidly into left field, and goodbye. That is a grand slam for Cooper Griffin.
My goodness, hit the scoreboard.
That sucker was going up, too.
I said cornfield before he heard it. Somebody's cleaning out their combine later this year and finding that one. That was cash.
Wow. Very well hit ball.
First grand slam of the season I've seen. Wow.
That is Cooper Griffin's first home run of the year as well. He'll take the 4 RBIs. And Spencer has added to their lead. Let's just say that. It's 7-3 Tigers. And now on just the 3 hits. Wow. Cade Johnson now playing at second.
Yeah, and again, Cornwall on the mound. You got to have a little frustration with how it's played out. Because like you said, 3 hits and 7 runs come out of it.
Well, that should have been, a solo shot next inning.
Yeah.
That's going to be fouled off. I believe it's 2-1 here to Cade Johnson. So now nobody on here with 1 out after the grand slam by Cooper Griffin, the first baseman. Wow.
That's a momentum shifter, if it wasn't already. Heading back to Spencer.
And Johnson will chase after that one outside and count even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, if you're Jake Cornwall, now the bases are empty. Try to just clean this up here a little bit. 7-3 Spencer, bottom of the first. And the pitch outside, 3 balls and 2 strikes to Johnson.
That had a lot of movement on it.
Johnson, a sophomore, .267 average. And the pitch outside, that might be ball 3.
Now we're in a good vantage point here, pretty much right behind home plate, and it still amazes me the movement these high school pitchers get.
They do a nice job. There's going to be a walk for Cade Johnson. So everybody has batted around here in the first inning for Spencer. And back to the top of the order with Brennan Elsbecker. Singled to left to start the game and then reached home on an error. Moved around on another error as well. So 10th batter to the plate here in the bottom of the first, 7-3 Spencer. And 32 pitches already for Jake Cornwall, and that's going to be inside ball 1. And just 1 out.
Yeah. Hey, I said his throwing motion hurts to watch. My arm's on fire right now. It's rough up here, I tell you.
The 1-0. Again, still breezy here in Spencer, but a beautiful evening for some baseball. But a lot of action here in this first inning already. 1-0 pitch. Going to fall in there for a strike. Good looking throw there.
That was nice.
So Elsbecker, as we mentioned, is a .500 average batter and has the 21 hits on the year. 1-1 count. That's going to be bunted, and it'll be fair, and he'll be safe at first. He beat the throw either way. Runner's going to get down to third as well, as we had another throwing error in there.
That was maybe a top 5 bunt.
He reaches first base either way. I think he gets a bunt single, and the error allows Johnson to advance.
That was, maybe about 3 feet into the grass. Just perfect spot where the catcher can't get there quick enough. Neither can the pitcher, and he's got wheels.
Absolutely. So runners at the corners with 1 away for Campbell Wessels. Scored a run earlier this inning after reaching on a fielder's choice. And Cornwall already had 35 pitches here in this first inning. And they're going to just send that runner over towards second now. They're going to throw it over the head of Reynolds, and a run is easily going to score. Runner's going to get all the way over to third, and Spencer leads 8-3.
Boy, it just, when it rains,
spiraled.
it pours. Yeah,
Wow.
and I mean, even right there, the center fielder backed up that overthrow to second, and I mean, the runner was well to third. He wasn't going to catch him, and he whipped it over there, and it's one of those that don't even make that throw at that stage. Just get it back to the pitcher, and luckily the third baseman, got in front of it. No harm, no foul, but I think a little frustration, understandably.
I have unofficially now 6 errors on Spirit Lake in this inning alone, and that's going to be low, and it'll be 1-0 to Campbell Wessels. So Elsbecker sits over at third, still just 1 out. We saw Spirit Lakes put 3 up here in the top half of the first and thought, okay, this is a good start for this Indian squad. But the bottom half of the inning has not been good. Now that one's going to fall in there. Nice looking pitch from Cornwall, and it evens up the count at a ball and a strike apiece.
Yeah, again, he's thrown some really quality pitches here. We haven't seen a walk yet, maybe one.
One is all. This is going to be hit towards short to first. Got him in time. Good looking throw there by Reynolds. 6-3 put out. We'll get out number 2. But you know what? He picks up an RBI because Elsbecker scores from third, and it is 9-3 in favor of Spencer.
And that was another close one there at first.
It was not by much.
There were a couple groans from the Spencer fans, but
this one's going to be hit into left center, giving chase is Wajda, and he'll make the catch.
Get out of it.
For out number 3. Whew, good catch by Jack out there in left, but Spencer does some damage. 9 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, including a grand slam from Cooper Griffin. I had unofficially 6 errors from Spirit Lake. There was 1 walk in the inning, and at the end of the day, nobody left on base. We have played an inning. It is 9-3 Spencer, and we are back in a minute on KULO.
Mean to be on a team. It means other people are depending on you. That's why the Bank Midwest team supports student athletes, because we know being part of a team teaches you a lot. So good luck to your team from ours. Bank Midwest. Member FDIC.
McKean's Pub and Grill in Spirit Lake has awesome nightly specials Tuesday through Saturday. Stop by after the game or any night and enjoy a great atmosphere and good times with friends at McKean's Pub and Grill.
This is Scott Troutman with State Farm in Spirit Lake. All across the country, drivers are reaping the rewards of safer driving with the updated Drive Safe and Save app, where you can earn a discount of up to 30%. Call Scott Troutman State Farm at 336-2499.
Northwest Iowa Bone, Joint, and Sports Surgeons have been providing excellent care to the community for the past 40 years. Their team offers specialized care, including sports medicine, as well as in-house physical therapy. Exceptional, dependable, local. Visit NWIABone.com.
So now you tell me that you have you're like a magnet for the foul ball.
I am. It's true.
That would have been nice to know.
There was one game, it was 3 times. I got hit twice. Not that it was off of bounds. But
that's not
happened.
So bad. But
it
still.
happened.
Well, it's 9-3. Spencer leading Spirit Lake here in Lakes Conference Baseball as we go to the second inning. A combined 59 pitches in that first inning, and that took over 35 minutes.
Yeah, that was a lot of baseball in one inning.
And Matthew is letting me know that Explore Kaboji Live Video, which we're live on ExploreKaboji.com tonight under the Sports tab. You just click the live video stream there or go to our YouTube page, Explore Kaboji there. And he said he saw a Grand Slam Monday as well in softball.
Look at that.
So 0-1 to Drew Didering leading off the second here for Spirit Lake, trailing by 6 runs after they had the 3-run lead going into the bottom half of the first. They had a little work to do. Didering playing at first tonight, facing Brennan Elsbecker. And that'll be low, and a ball and a strike to Didering.
I will say I was calling that softball game with Tim Soper when those 3 foul balls. After the third one, he got up and walked away. He took a few steps.
A 3.08 average for Dietering this year. Here's the 1-1 and swung on and fouled back. It'll be 1-2. Dietering will be followed by J.D. Schneider and Aiden Gigsted. Softball update, tied at 2 in the third. Spencer's going to just take the lead there, it looks like. 3-2 now.
Good one going on over there.
1-2 pitch, outside, 2-2. A little more on Dietering. Senior has 12 hits on the year, 9 RBIs. Spirit Lake looking for a base runner here. 2-2, low, full count to Dietering. Well, Elsbecker has to be pleased with the way his offense is aiding his effort here this evening.
He probably had to get warmed up again, waiting that long.
Comes a 3-2 pitch, swung on, hit towards third foul. So 3-2 yet to Dietering. And Spencer has added some more run support in the third. Looks like they're up 5-2 now in softball. 9-3 Tigers here on the baseball diamond. Dietering will look home. Now winds up and delivers. And swung on, foul back. So Dietering hanging around here. Elsbecker will have to throw another pitch here.
Yeah, he had to kind of swing high at that one. Don't know if that might have been the one
that was ball 4, I think.
Yeah.
3-2 pitch. And here it comes, and that's going to be outside ball 4. So that time Dietering will get the leadoff walk for the Indians. First walk given up by Elsbecker, and that'll bring up J.D. Schneider, the right fielder.
Well, and you got to try and kind of start chipping away at this. The only good thing you can say after that inning, that side of an inning for Spirit Lake is, hey, we got 6 innings to go. So there's plenty of time to, you clean up a couple of those mistakes.
Yeah,
whole
absolutely.
New ball game.
That's going to be high, ball 1. Schneider, the right fielder for Spirit Lake, is a freshman with a .257 average. He has 9 hits on the year. And they'll throw back to first, not in time. Our broadcast thanks to the Eye Care Center of Spirit Lake. Thanks to United Community Bank, your Spirit Lake Hy-Vee, and Okoboji Realty. 1-0 to Schneider. And the pitch outside, 2-0. Healthy lead at first for Drew Dietering.
Well, we talked a little bit about Spencer coming right back after giving up 3 in that first inning and exploding with 9 runs. They didn't flinch, and now we'll see what Spirit Lake is made of mentally. That one high and away.
So 3-0 to Schneider. Well, base runners is the biggest thing they need at this point in time.
That might be one of those, as coaches say, you burn the film for that first inning.
Right.
Defensively.
Right.
Uncharacteristic mistakes.
3-0 pitch. Right down the pipe. And it'll be 3-1. Aiden Gigsted is on deck for the Indians, designated hitter, and then back to the top of the order here in the top of the second. And the pitch swung on, chopper towards second, could be trouble, gets underneath or over the glove of the second baseman, and I just got to go a single on that one for Schneider. I don't think he touched that at all.
No touch, no error?
Absolutely. Runners at first and second.
And a little meeting at the mound. I think that's the shortstop coming over to have a word.
Yeah, Devin Dirks making sure he's in good shape. Now he'll trot back over to his position. So here's the DH, Aiden Gigsted, a sophomore, .259 average, 7 hits on the year, 3 RBIs, has runners at first and second with nobody out here in the top of the second. 9-3 Spencer if you're just joining us. And Elsbecker delivers. Swing and a miss, big cut from Gigstead for strike one. Had baseball last night in Hartley, and we saw it was as nice as it is tonight. It ended about like this in Hartley, but it started out rather muggy.
Another timeout called here.
I think they're making sure they have the signals correct. So Coach Ackerman calls out the play here in this instance. Now Gigstead steps back in. 0-1 the count. And Elsbecker will look, now he's going to try to throw back towards second, not in time. Easily getting back there was Dietering. (9-3) Spencer. 0-1 the count to Gigstead. And the pitch. Thought about a bunt, pulls back. It'll be 1-1.
That's a few times we've seen him turn around to try and make that pickoff play to second. And I don't know, that is just high risk, low reward. There's just so much movement in that attempt.
Yeah. I get it. No outs.
Trying to make something happen.
There's a bunt shown. It's going to be laid down. The pitcher will be able to go over to first and get the sure out. That was nicely done by Elsbecker.
Yes,
he kind of spun around and looked, but ultimately opted to just take the sacrifice bunt. And it will be a 1-3 put out, I believe, for out number one. But it does advance Schneider to second, Dietering to third.
Yeah, he made the right play there. To the second
Absolutely.
that
Didn't
ball,
have a chance otherwise.
Once it left his hand, he was attacking the plate right away because he saw bunt coming. And then quickly assessed and got it over to first for the sure out.
Runners in scoring position for Jack Wajda. Had a single to right to start the ball game. That's going to be hit solidly into center field and caught by Campbell Wessels. Tagging from third is Dietering, and Spirit Lake gets a run back. So give the sacrifice fly and the RBI to Jack Wajda.
There have been some well-hit balls by both teams
Absolutely.
in this game.
Now batting the center fielder, Braden
So Dietering scores, and Spirit Lake makes it a 5-run game at 9-4 here in the top of the second. And here's Braden Tiestfeld. Still at second is Schneider. So still got a runner in scoring position here if you're Spirit Lake. And Elsbecker delivers. And kind of a half swing, they're going to say he holds up. And it'll be 1-0 to Tiestfeld. Should he reach, we'll see Jake Cornwall, the pitcher. So Spirit Lake scored 3 in the top of the first, gave up the 9 in the bottom half of the inning, and now have gotten 1 back. And 1-0 pitch is coming up here from Elsbecker, and that's going to stay high. 2 balls and no strikes to Tiestfeld. He singled to right and scored a run in the first. And crowd has definitely filled in. A lot of kids watching the game tonight. Love to see that. Some Little Leaguers maybe have made their way down. That's going to be swung on, hit towards the pitcher, knocked down by Elsbecker. Has a play at first, makes it in time.
Well done.
1-3 put out to end the inning. But Spirit Lake does get a run on 1 hit. No Tiger errors. 1 left on base. We have played 1.5, and it is 9-4. Spencer back in a minute on KUOO and ExploreKaboji.com.
Hot Bar and Grill in Arnold's Park is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, and breakfast is served Saturdays and Sundays starting at 8 a.m. So if you're looking for fantastic food served up hot, fresh, and delicious, and service that gets you in and on your way, head to the Hut in Arnold's Park.
Northwest Bank is top notch. You may be a one-time customer, you may be a lifetime customer, but they're always going to look out for you and take care of you.
Northwest Bank has the ability to help you do what you need to have done with your mortgage.
To me, probably the number one thing is their ability to get the job done.
Easy to work with, explain things very well. People that you trust and people that you see every day. That type of skill and knowledge sitting behind that desk when you're coming to sign those papers is very important.
I've always trusted Northwest Bank, and I definitely trust them with the biggest purchase we've ever made.
Head down the highway to MHR Insurance and get the power of one from West Bend. Simplify with one policy, one affordable premium, one common loss deductible, and money back at the end of the year when you're claim free. What? Money back? See MHR Insurance in Milford or call 338-2654.
Leading off for the Tigers in the bottom of the second inning, the third baseman, Braden Tiestfeld.
Spencer has 4, 5, 6 batters here in the bottom of the second inning. Leading Spirit Lake 9-4 in Lakes Conference Baseball. Reed Tigas will lead things off, and Reed looks at ball one from Jake Cornwall. Tigas had a fielder's choice and a run scored in that long bottom half of the first.
A 3 up, 3 down here for Spirit Lake would be massive.
I would agree.
Get that confidence back and kind of regroup a little bit.
2-0. More times than not in a lot of these games, you will seem to see that kind of happen for at least an inning or two, right? Maybe it doesn't go 1, 2, 3, but it's hard to maintain that frantic pace you saw in the first inning.
9 runs.
It's not uncommon at almost any level of baseball. 3-0. Cornwall delivers. That's going to be a 4-pitch walk. Well, now they're going to say 3-1, excuse me. Three and 1 to Tigas. Cale Dodge and Jake Hallett will follow. Spencer leading by 5, and the 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and full count to Tigas.
Chased that one so far, brought him to his knees.
5-2 in softball. Spencer leading Spirit Lake. Indians have a runner at third, though, with a couple outs.
And
here's the walk.
Well,
second walk given up by Cornwall. He's struck out 1, walked 2, has given up the 4 hits and the 9 runs so far.
Yeah, he's got a tall task ahead of him here for the next few innings at least, already at 44 pitches.
Yeah. Well, and they could definitely, push him to, whatever the limit is that he would have tonight. I'm assuming he'll be able to go the full distance. But that's swing and a miss there by Cale Dodge for strike 1. He had an RBI single to right and scored a run in that first inning. So you could theoretically still get at least, hopefully, 3-4 innings out of him.
Yeah.
0-1 pitch. And that pitch on the way, swung on and hit. That'll find, Reynolds will scoop it up, but not quite to first in time. That's a good job by Reynolds of just getting over to that. But speedy Cale Dodge will draw an infield single.
Yeah, that was the speed that made that play. Not a lack of effort. Heck of a stretch on first base as well.
Absolutely. So runners at first and second for Spencer with nobody out. Bottom of the second. Again, they're leading 9-4. And here's Jake Hallett, the right fielder. Reached on a fielder's choice, scored a run in the first. Get used to that comment. That's what we've had a lot of tonight. This one's fouled behind us off of the concession stands. 0-1 to Hallett. Cornwall looks back towards first. Both runners have a decent lead. Now he'll throw home. And a breaking pitch catches for strike 2.
That was another nasty one.
Ooh, that was very nicely done. Hard to know what to do in those. That's going to freeze a lot of batters. 0-2.
Froze me.
And Cornwall delivers. Movement again on that one, but this time around, Hallett was ready and pokes it foul over towards Coach Dirks at third. So 0-2 to Hallett. He'll have to protect here. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Bottom of the second. Lakes Conference baseball tonight. And Cornwall gets set and delivers. And just inside. Ooh, didn't miss by a whole lot.
Another one.
Cornwall and this Indians defense would like to get an out here. And here comes a 1-2. Well inside this time around now, 2-2 to Hallett. Huckfeldt on deck. Our coverage thanks to Lakes Regional Healthcare, Okoboji Motor Company Service Department and Collision Center, and Northwest Iowa Bone Joint and Sports Surgeons. 2-2 the count to the Tigers right fielder. And pitch on the way. Pretty good looking pitch and got him to chase, and there's strikeout number 2 for Jake Cornwall.
There you go, a few good looking pitches here.
Well, got ahead in the count. I think that helped his effort quite a bit there.
Try and build a little bit of momentum. Get out of the inning without
if they can
up anything.
Maybe get another out at the plate here. We'll see. Huckfeldt was a strikeout victim in the first inning. And the first pitch to him, swung on, hit towards third, through the legs of the third baseman early. Just didn't get the glove down on it. And a run's going to score. Now they'll go over to third and try to get the runner there. Not in time. So Reed Tegas will score from second. Dodge down to third, and we'll give Huckfeldt. I don't think he touched it. I'm gonna go with a hit.
Now batting the first baseman, Cooper Griffin.
Tegas again scoring. Spencer adding to their lead 10-4. What we'll call an RBI hit.
Pinch runner coming in for Spencer at first.
Yeah, and in this case, it's technically courtesy because if you're pitcher catcher, they can move those in and out interchangeably. So Versteg is going to come in as the courtesy runner for Huckfeldt, the catcher. That's relatively new in recent years, Keith. That's going to get away just a little bit from the catcher. They're going to let the runner get down to second here on that. Runner will stay at third there in Dodge. So Huckfeldt's runner, Versteg, is down at second. Runners in scoring position with one out for Cooper Griffin. Cooper Griffin hit the grand slam last inning that really broke this game open. And he faces a 1-0 count here. And a conference between Cornwall and Robinson, just perhaps to make sure we don't do anything dumb in this case.
Well,
first base is sitting open. You have one out. You could set this up to where you have a force play at any bag if they opt to walk him. Now Griffin will step out of the batter's box. 1-0. Cornwall working from the stretch, gets set. Looks like they're going to fire home here and pitch on the way. Stays a bit high now, 2-0. 10-4 Spencer, bottom of the second. And Cornwall will deliver. Swing and a miss, big cut there by Griffin, and it'll be 2-1. Now, if you're Cooper Griffin, you have the difficult task of keeping yourself disciplined, right?
Right. That's what that swing looked like. Was he wanted a repeat?
The 2-1, and there's some breaking ball action there, but doesn't break quite enough for the home plate umpire's taste, and it will be 3-1.
Yeah, one of those that.
It kind of depends where it crosses the home plate. So 3-1 to Griffin. One out here, runners at second and third, and that's going to be in the dirt. Ball 4. So Griffin draws a walk here, and it will be Cade Johnson with bases loaded for the Tigers. Up by 6 here in the bottom of the second with one out.
Cade Johnson.
Johnson reached on a walk and scored a run in that first inning. In fact, we saw 12 batters in that first inning for Spencer. And now we've already seen 5 here. This is the 6th batter of the second inning. Pitch on the way, and it'll be low ball 1 to Cade Johnson.
And another situation, just mentally. Bases loaded, just one out.
Yeah, and
trying to battle.
Yeah, if you're Spencer, you also want to say to yourself, you got to make him throw the strikes, right? That's going to be a hit up the middle. It'll get through. 1 run is going to score, and 2 runs are going to score. So Spencer now leads 12-4. Dodge scoring from third. Versteg scores from second. And give the 2 RBI single in this case
that was
to Johnson up the middle.
Another ball. I think it was probably within about 5 inches of 3 different gloves.
I would agree. It was very close.
The pitcher, Cornwall, the pitcher, just about turned around and knocked it down with his glove. And it kept sliding by.
First pitch is low to Elsbecker inside for ball 1.
It's 62 pitches in 2 innings.
Our pitchers are combined for 103 pitches here now in the bottom of the second. We only have 1 out here in the bottom of the second. It's been kind of a rough start defensively for each squad, especially Spirit Lake trailing 12-4. And a 1-0 pitch here to Elsbecker, and that'll be inside now 2-0. Elsbecker had a bunt single and scored a run in the second time up. The first time up, singled and scored a run.
And now Coach heading out to
and we're
have
a
word.
Little conference here. And I think we could see a pitching change here for Spirit Lake right away.
Yeah,
they're going to bring somebody in here at the very least here.
That's probably the right move.
I would agree, yeah. I don't think Cornwall's necessarily done a terrible job. The errors did not aid the first inning, right?
Yeah, and it's that situation where you look at it, okay, he has not pitched a bad game by any stretch, but just standing up, on an island for 60 pitches in 2 innings, and just mentally, that is a monster to deal with. So getting somebody fresh in there and just throwing something different at these batters too, it always makes a difference to have someone else throwing some different stuff out there. So maybe that changeup will slow down these Spencer batters too.
So it appears that the new pitcher for Spirit Lake is going to be Drew Dietering. So we'll make that note on our sheets if you're following along at home. And let's go ahead and take a little bit of a timeout here. We'll take a 1-minute timeout if we could, let him warm up, and we'll be back with more baseball on KUOO.
Spirit Lake Hy-Vee is making lives easier, healthier, and happier. Check out Hy-Vee.com and find meal solutions, recipes, your weekly ad, and the latest edition of Seasons. Spirit Lake Hy-Vee is a proud supporter of all students, wishing them a good year academically and athletically.
At United Community Bank, we're actively engaged in developing, strengthening, and energizing our communities by investing in people and their hopes and dreams for the future. Let us go to work for you, supporting your goals and helping you succeed. We look forward to being a part of your financial future. United Community Bank, with locations in Milford, Okoboji, Hartley, Ocheyedan, and Lake Park. Member FDIC.
United Community Bank, dedicated to your financial success.
Enjoy a taste of the islands at Snapper's Turtle Bay Cafe at Parks Marina. We're open daily at 11 with delicious island-style entrees and daily specials that include a local favorite island tacos, a close second to the lobster mac and cheese, or maybe you prefer the Boathouse burger, seared ahi tuna salad, or Cuban sliders. Join us at Snapper's, open daily at 11 for lunch and dinner all year long.
New pitcher is going to be Drew Dietering for the Indians, and we will confirm the changes in the infield as we can. But I want to say they maybe just moved Cornwall over to first. Dietering was playing over at first. Spencer's going to have base runners at first and second. Griffin is at second. Kate Johnson's at first. It'll be a 2-0 count to Brennan Elsbecker. Let's see if I get a number over there at first base. I think that is Cornwall over there at first.
Those Spirit Lake uniforms are awesome. But numbering, the way they're numbered is a broadcaster's nightmare.
No number on the front half, which is the main issue.
Black uniforms with red outlined numbers and black
tough
numbers.
For us.
It looks so cool, but man, it is hard to see.
And I believe that I did confirm that was him. We'll make sure that is at least on the batting end of things. And again, here's Brendan Elsbecker. So Cornwall's going to go 1 1/3. And he's responsible for these 2 runners out here. That's in there for a strike. Two and one. Give him one out here for Dietering. We'll get some more numbers on him shortly. Pitch on the way, and that had some movement on it, and it'll be scooped up over at first, and stepping on the bag is going to be Isaac Early. So Isaac Early is over at first base now. So take note of that. And so that's just a simple 3U for out number 2. And now Campbell Wessels reached on a fielder's choice, scored a run in the first, and also had a ground out to short that got him an RBI in the first. This is the 8th batter to the plate here in the second inning for Spencer, who will have runners at second and third here. Those runners did advance. First pitch is a strike to Wessels. So 0-1. Dietering working from the stretch, gets set. Delivers that 0-1 pitch. That's going to stay a bit inside now, 1-1 to Wessels.
He's got a lot of movement on that ball, too. He's got quite the unique throwing motion as well.
Dietering, a senior for Spirit Lake, would like to lower that ERA just a hair, 10.04. 9 strikeouts to 9 walks on the season. 2-1 now to Wessels as that one goes outside. Griffin's at third for Spencer. Johnson's at second. When Elsbecker grounded out to first, they were able to advance. And there are 2 outs, and that's going to be hit into left field. That's going to drop down for a hit, and 2 runs are going to score here for Spencer, and they lead 14-4 here in the bottom of the second. And I'm going to go 2 RBI double because Wessels legged that out for a double. And Spencer adds to their lead.
Man, just hard to describe.
Yeah, they're hitting the ball well.
Hitting it perfect. You know, those errors in the first, I don't think have carried over at this point. It's just Spencer finding good spots to drop the ball.
Agreed. So 14 runs will officially be charged to Jake Cornwall. That hit is charged to Drew Dietering, though. And Devin Dirks, now the 9th batter this inning, still has a runner at second with 2 away. This one's going to be popped up. It'll be out of play, left field side. Ooh, vehicles are okay, I think.
I parked the van over there.
Well, I think I saw where you were. I mean, you're not completely out of the danger zone, but
it's the station van too.
Yeah,
I should point.
yeah, that's good. You know, first summer here, why not? You know, windshield could be replaced, perhaps. 0-1 here to Dirks.
It was kind of dirty, I figured.
Yeah, but I didn't need a new windshield. It just needs a little Windex. 0-2 to Devin Dirks. Good-looking throw there by Dietering. He's just trying to get out of the jam here.
Yeah. Good start, 0-2.
Let's see what he throws here. It's going to be a bit outside, and Dirks will lay off now 1-2. Softball update, 6-2 Spencer in the 5th. 14-4 Spencer leading here in baseball in the bottom of the second. And it's a 1-2 count here to Devin Dirks with a runner at second and 2 away. And Dietering throws home, and that is going to break in there, but it's not going to break quite enough.
Yeah, it
close.
Might have been just a hair on the high side, too.
2-2.
That's what I would have said if I called that a ball. Just a hair high. I'm not wearing blue, though.
And that one's going to be swung on, and it'll get through the infield on the left side. They're going to round third with Wessels, and he will score. And the runner is going to, well, he's going to try to go down to third in Dirks. He will get there. As the ball kind of got away a little bit from Spirit Lake. So I'm going to go RBI double for Dirks. He gets to third on the throw there.
Well, the throw that went to home got by the catcher. It was high, and then it ended up hitting the batter that was coming to walk up for Spencer, and that kind of threw it off because the catcher kind of lost it in that mess. So
15-4 now. We're going to have a chat here. Coach Ross Ackerman, wants to chat things over with the officials a little bit. I'm wondering if he's saying that because that hit somebody else, if that's considered a dead ball in that situation.
Yeah, that's kind of what I wanted. I mean,
they got to send Dirks back to second in that scenario. I don't know.
I did
because it was the batter,
the on deck batter.
The on
I guess
batter was the one I think that got hit.
Yeah, and it's one of those where I think he thought the play was kind of over.
Yep.
So he was kind of lackadaisically walking. He wasn't by the plate necessarily.
No.
I'm not going to fault him, but
now
there was no ill intent.
They're going to chat things over a little bit here with Spencer, Coach Dirks, and they're going to say he's out. So does the run score is the question here. As of now, it does, 15-4.
I would think so because that run came in before that series of events, right?
I would think so. We're going to find out. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. 15-4, Spencer. We're back after this on KUOO.
Okoboji Realty is a proud supporter of the Spirit Lake athletes and all the young athletes involved and driven for success. Good luck from Amy Maris and Mickey Harrington, real estate agents with Okoboji Realty. Dedicated to community, dedicated to you.
Whether you are freshening up your current decor, building new, or just looking for custom window treatments, Interior Sewing by Lisa has you covered with draperies, pillows, and Hunter Douglas blinds. Call me for your free in-home consultation at 712-320-3492.
Pizza Ranch of Spirit Lake is proud to sponsor the great local athletes in the Iowa Great Lakes. When great food meets great prices, it has to be Pizza Ranch. Pizza, chicken, salad, whatever you're in the mood for, it has to be Pizza Ranch in Spirit Lake.
From major accidents to minor fender benders, Jurdy Collision Center in Spirit Lake is prepared to get you back on the road looking like new with their state-of-the-art equipment, computerized color matching system, and experienced auto body technicians. Jurdy Collision Repair in Spirit Lake.
That's going to be Jake Cornwall to lead things off here for Spirit Lake. And I'm not sure if I didn't exactly double check there if Cornwall was indeed playing over at third for Spirit Lake. They had moved Isaac Early over to first. Cornwall, of course, was pitching earlier tonight for the Indians, but either way, he'll lead things off here in the top of the third with Spirit Lake trailing 15-4, and they do leave the run on the board for now anyway. High 1-0 here to Cornwall.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how they would relay that.
They may have called Tigas out in that instance.
At third, you're saying?
No, he would have been. I think the next
runner,
plate runner would have been out.
Okay.
In that case, we're going to find that out. 2-0 here to Cornwall. Yeah, they could have called Dirks out at third in that instance. Now 3-0 here, so Cornwall looks at 3 balls thrown here by Elsbecker. 11-run lead for Spence here in the third inning already. And pitch on the way. That's going to be outside. A 4-pitch walk issued to Cornwall. Those leadoff walks can be problematic. Second walk given up tonight by Brendan Elsbecker, and the other one did score as well. Now we'll see Isaac Early out there at first. Now we're going to have a conference on the mound with Coach Brian Dirks. And Elsbecker is pitcher in the infield. I don't think he's going to make any changes here. He's just going to chat things over and make sure everybody's maybe on the same page here. Let's see, still 6-2. Spirit Lake's going to make a few changes on the softball diamond. That's in the 5th inning over there. 15-4, Spencer leading here. Conference on the mound is over. Our broadcast thanks to State Farm Insurance Agent Scott Troutman, Iowa Lakes Electric Cooperative, and IGL Teleconnect. And here's Isaac Early playing over at first. Nobody on. Runner at first here for the Indians, and they'll throw home, and it'll catch the inside corner for strike one to Early. Isaac with an RBI double into right center field in that first inning, scored a run as well. Remember, Spirit Lake led 3-0 in the top half of the first, and since then it's not been so hot. Spencer has really hit the ball well and just taken advantage of some miscues as well. But the Indians, another opportunity here. They did get a run back in the top of the second, trailing 15-4 here in a 1-1 count to Early. And that'll catch the top half of the strike zone for 1-2 now.
Yeah, the difference in this game is 6 errors in that first inning.
I agree. I really agree.
You know, you talk about six less runs.
That led to a grand slam and
a
variety of other issues. The 1-2. That one's going to be a chopper, and it won't get through the infield, but unable to make a play in time is Dirks. He gave it a heave over towards first, but not in time. So we'll go at single for Isaac Early. Down to second goes Cornwall, and Spirit Lake with runners at first and second and nobody out.
That was an MLB throw from the shortstop, and when he was up in the air tossing it, I went, that could end badly, but he threw it on target.
Yeah, it was right on target.
Late, yep, but gotta hold your breath when they throw those.
Here's Riley Reynolds. Nobody out. Opportunity here for the Indians, trailing 15-4. Pitch on the way, and that's down the pipe for strike one. Reynolds with an RBI single to right center as well in that first inning. Oh, 1 count here. Elsbecker gets set. They aren't holding the runners on. They will fake a throw back to second just to get him back here. I think he heard me in that case. 0-1 to Reynolds. Elsbecker taking his time now, delivers high. 1-1 to Reynolds. I think a few more sponsors. They include Interior Sewing by Lisa, McKean's Pub and Grill, and Steamway Cleaning. 15-4 Spencer on a gorgeous night at Andy McGaffin Field. And the pitch, it's a bit low. 2 balls and a strike to Reynolds. I mentioned, Keith, you'll have to check out some of the other ballparks. Esterville, of course, shares with Iowa Lakes Community College. That's a very nice setup. Overlooks the valley there in Esterville on the south side of town. 2-1 pitch coming up here from Elsbecker. And now we're going to have time called. And he really just likes to take his time up there on the mound. And, and it's almost awkward to some degree, but you can tell he's very comfortable with it.
Yeah. That's his
And as
routine.
a batter, I would not like that, right?
No,
I mean, because you're just kind of hanging out there in the box, holding that bat up like that. Now they're going to try to throw back to second. It won't be in time.
Yeah.
A little bit of a high throw, but
lulls you to sleep a little bit.
It does.
If you're a base runner, you got that lead, you're watching.
Still 2-1 to Reynolds. Nobody out here in the top of the third. Runners at first and second. And now Brendan Elsbecker delivers. That'll stay high. 3-1 to Reynolds. So Spirit Lake's thinking, hey, let's load the bases here and knock a few runs off this lead.
And he struggled on the mound so far this inning.
Yeah, he has. Well, you have to wonder, these long offensive innings, those halves of the innings, is that not helping him in that instance? This is going to be a throw home, and that's going to be ball 4 well outside. So bases are loaded. Reynolds at first, Early down to second, Cornwall to third, and here comes Spencer Robinson, the catcher.
The bases loaded, no outs.
Whew.
Number 4.
Well, if you want to cut into this lead, here is your chance.
Yeah, well, put the ball in play, right? Robinson, 4-3 put out in the first inning. And Elsbecker won't waste a lot of time here. Swung on and fouled back here by Robinson. So it'll be 0-1 to the Indians catcher. And our broadcast is already an hour and 19 minutes old.
It's been a lot of action.
It's been a lot of action in two and not even a third innings. Here's the pitch. That's going to be blooped into left over the head of Dirks. Dirks almost made that catch. And scoring from third will be Cornwall. That was an effort by Dirks out there. But
I thought he had that for a second, and it was the ESPN sounder real quick, but just over the glove.
So RBI single for Spencer Robinson. Reynolds down to second, early down to third. Cornwall scores from third, and we have a 15-5 ball game here. And we're going to have a courtesy runner here for Robinson, the catcher. Now find that number for me here, Keith. 21.
You can see that?
I can see that. You need some glasses, my friend.
I got contacts, still don't work.
I know you need some glasses. I've looked at the computer screen after you've been in there a few times, my friend.
I like to see
You like everything big.
The details.
Vandenberg is the courtesy runner, Damon Vandenberg for Spirit Lake. And it's 0-1 here to Dietering. He walked and scored a run in the second. Indians have gotten one back here in the third. Now the ball gets away from the catcher, but everybody's going to stay put. Catcher's going to grab it there, and Huckfeld could not find it. He thought it was near his legs. It was behind him by about 4 feet.
And that's why they didn't go, is because
the pitcher got home very quickly.
It didn't go too far past him. I think if that would have went a little bit deeper.
Oh, easily that's a run scored.
But that's what spooked him. Is
maybe more because Huckfeld couldn't find it than anything. Pitch on the way. That's going to be swung on, and that is not going to get through the infield, but the runner going to be safe over at third. We're going to say Reynolds got to third in time. Dietering reaches on a fielder's choice. Everybody's safe. Early scores, and it's 15-6.
Spirit Lake showing some life here. Still no outs either.
Yeah, that's the good news there for the Indians. J.D. Schneider now, he had a single to right in his first time at bat. And still no outs. Swing and a miss, big cut for strike one to Schneider.
Man, there's still a lot of work to do, but
this game is far from over, my friend. Still 6-2 in the sixth inning in softball. Spencer leading over there. Spencer leading 15-6 here in baseball in the top of the third. 0-1, and that's going to get away from the catcher. Reynolds is going to score for the Indians. Everybody's going to advance on the pass ball. And now we have an 8-run ball game.
Yeah, it's kind of slipping away from Spencer here.
And just a hair here. 1-1 here to Schneider. And Elsbecker, now at 59 pitchers, you have to wonder how much closer. I mean, it's still an 8-run ball game here, right?
Yeah.
High. 2-1 to Schneider, but if he's, not able to get an out here pretty soon, you almost got to do something.
There are two runners in scoring position also.
Yeah, base hit to the outfield. This is maybe a 6-run game. High. 3-1 to Schneider.
Yeah, it's crazy to say. You feel this momentum swinging back to Spirit Lake, and it's still an 8-run game.
Right. 3-1. Elsbecker gets set. And the pitch on the way, and that's going to be low, ball 4. So the bases are loaded again.
Yeah, and you wonder if that cushion of a lead doesn't lull you to sleep a little bit.
That is the third walk given up tonight by Elsbecker. Still looking for his first strikeout now, Aiden Gigstead.
And coach is coming out.
Yeah, here comes Coach Dirks. I think we're going to see a pitching change. Let's go ahead and take a timeout if we could here. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. We'll come back with more high school baseball from Spencer on KUOO.
Doctors Norland and Cornwall and the entire staff of the Eye Care Center would like to remind athletes to do your best and have a great season. When you have eye care needs, visit the Eye Care Center just north of the hospital in Spirit Lake. The Eye Care Center is proud to offer you professional service and personal care for all your eye care needs. The Eye Care Center has a large selection of quality eyeglass frames in the most up-to-date styles. Call today to make an appointment with the professionals at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake.
Quality craftsmanship combined with innovative kitchen designs awaits you at Plum Supply Kitchens and Baths. Visit them soon to be inspired by the many possibilities for your dream design, including the beautiful colors in woods that Dakota Cabinetry has to offer. Plum Supply Kitchens and Baths, Highway 71, Spirit Lake.
Whether your existing setup needs a tune-up or you're looking for a full-scale installation, Siouxland Scale Services can help. Services range from installation, rail scale testing to repairs and calibration. No scale too big, too small, or too far. Truck scales, railroad scales, floor scales, bench scales, precision balances, scale indicators, and more. Find them online at SiouxlandScale.com or call Bill at 515-571-3380.
Jackson Hefner is the new pitcher for the Tigers. So Elsbecker will go 2+ innings. He gives up the 7 runs on 5 hits, I believe. Maybe make that 6 hits and 3 walks. And actually, the runs on the on base would still be charged to him in this instance. So we'll see how that finishes out. And by my count, this is Jackson Hefner's first varsity.
Jackson Hefner.
First varsity showing here, at least quick stats wise. 15-8, Spencer leading Spirit Lake, but no outs here in the top of the third for the Indians. There's been a lot of runs scored in this one, Keith. This is already our 4th pitcher we've seen here in just over 2 innings of work. We do know that Brendan Elsbecker went out to right, and that the right fielder then exited the ball game. That was Hallett. So,
well, and I mean, we're here in the third, and we've had 4 pitchers. Well, 3 of them at this point have thrown close to 150 pitches combined.
Yeah, it has been a little sloppy at times. Softball-wise, still 6-2 in the bottom of the 6th. But we'll see what Hefner brings to the mound here for this Tigers team. It's got an 8-run lead, 15-7. They've led by as much as 11 already in this one. And again, bases will be loaded here for Spirit Lake. Schneider at first, Dietering at second, and Vandenberg at third, the courtesy runner for Robinson.
And again, bases loaded, no outs.
No outs. So I mean, you can try to manufacture runs in any way here if you're Spirit Lake. In fact, if you're Spirit Lake and you say, okay, if we can get 2, maybe even 3 in this instance, brand new ball game.
2 swings of the bat could change this thing.
Yes, we saw that earlier tonight. So it's going to be Aiden Gigstead, the designated hitter, leading things off here for the Indians. Following the pitching change, I should say. We're still in the top of the third again, nobody out. And 3 runs are already in on 1 hit and a couple of walks. And that's going to get away, and run is going to score. So pass ball allows the run to score. And Vandenberg from third down to third goes Dietering, Schneider down to second. And Spirit Lake makes it a 15-8 ball game.
Right away. First pitch. Getting away from the catcher and costing them. So, again, Spencer's still, comfortable lead with 7 runs, but it's just kind of slowly slipping away from him.
Well, and we saw Spirit Lake deal with this in the first inning. Now Ross Ackerman's having a conference with the officials. 0-1 to Gigstead.
I'm not sure what this could be concerning either.
I'm just re-adding my run amounts here 4, 5, 8. Yes. Okay. Glad we got that cleared up. 6, 7 hits now for the Indians in the ball game. That's going to be hit pretty solidly into right field. Coming in to make the catch is Elsbecker. Runner's going to tag, and he's going to be in trouble, and he's out.
Wow.
Double play.
Wow. What a throw.
So F9 for out number 1.
Tip the cap to that. That was a massive throw to home.
9-2 for out number 2. Whew. Schneider is down to third. So just like that, 2 away, and a runner at third yet for the Indians. And that did not go the way the Indians wanted to see it. Now here's Jack Wajda.
Man, that was a monster throw.
Very nicely done by the former pitcher, Elsbecker. Well, Wajda had a sacrifice fly and an RBI tonight and also had a single out to right. And Spirit Lake would like to see him find the grass here and cut into this 7-run lead a little bit more this inning. It's going to be inside ball 1. Again, we're on KUOO tonight. Also, the live video stream at ExploreKaboji.com or at ExploreKaboji on YouTube. Or if you've got a Roku or a Fire Stick at home, just search the letters CF and then video, and you'll find our games that way as well. Swing and a miss. 1-1 to Wajda. Free channel to watch all of our games live or on demand with the Roku or the Fire Stick. We archive them as well at ExploreKaboji.com. And a 1-1 pitch is on the way, and that's going to be inside, and it'll be 1-2. So Jackson Hefner trying to get out of this jam here. They had the pass ball to start things out, but since then has done a nice job and can obviously thank his defense a little bit as well.
Yeah.
We finally had a great defensive play, right? That's going to be hit nicely into center. It's sky high. And back making the catch. Yes, is Campbell Wessels.
What was that?
Fell over top of Cale Dodge in center field. And the inning comes to a close. Some nice defensive plays out in the outfield by the Tigers end the threat. Spirit Lake does get 4 runs this inning, though, on 2 hits. There were a couple of walks and 1 left on base. We have played 2.5, 15-8 Spencer, and we're back in a minute on KUOO.
Okoboji Realty is a proud supporter of the Spirit Lake athletes and all the young athletes involved and driven for success. Good luck from Amy Maris and Mickey Harrington, real estate agents with Okoboji Realty. Dedicated to community, dedicated to you.
Whether you are freshening up your current decor, building new, or just looking for custom window treatments, Interior Sewing by Lisa has you covered with draperies, pillows, and Hunter Douglas blinds. Call me for your free in-home consultation at 712-320-3492.
Pizza Ranch of Spirit Lake is proud to sponsor the great local athletes in the Iowa Great Lakes. When great food meets great prices, it has to be Pizza Ranch. Pizza, chicken, salad, whatever you're in the mood for, it has to be Pizza Ranch in Spirit Lake.
From major accidents to minor fender benders, Jurdy Collision Center in Spirit Lake is prepared to get you back on the road looking like new with their state-of-the-art equipment, computerized color matching system, and experienced auto body technicians. Jurdy Collision Repair in Spirit Lake.
Reed Tigas is going to lead things off for Spencer in the bottom of the third. The Tigers with a 15-8 lead on Spirit Lake here as we go to that bottom of the third inning. Cale Dodge and Jake Hallett will follow. Still 6-2 softball-wise. This is in the top of the 7th. Spirit Lake is down to their final 3 outs over there. So Reed Tigas, a walk and a run scored in the second. Reached on a fielder's choice, scored a run in the first. In fact, I believe everybody has scored a run so far for Spencer. This one's going to be hit right at Reynolds at short. Scoops her up over to first in time for a 6-3 putout. Nice routine putout.
And that's something we haven't seen from either team.
They haven't been hit routine balls, right?
That's the first time that you've seen the first batter up poke one out there and get a throw out at first. Not necessarily a fault from the defense most of the time, but
right.
Spirit Lake, you have a good inning, you chipped away at the lead.
Cale Dodge is going to swing at this first pitch, and it will be fouled on the third base line.
If they can make quick work of this side of the inning.
Yeah, I mean, I think they feel pretty good about how that last inning went. But still, Spencer has got to feel pretty comfortable at least at this point. 0-1. And there's strike. 0-2.
A lot of movement on that one, too. Got him to chase.
Dodge with an RBI single to right and an infield single. 2 runs scored tonight. 0-2 pitch outside. Our broadcast thanks to Okoboji View Golf Course and Pub 19 Bar and Grill, and also Northwest Bank. One and two. Drew Deitering on the mound for the Indians. Delivers. Got him to chase at that. Dribbler scooped up. Well, missed by the third baseman, and then it will be picked up by Reynolds and won't toss to first in time. That's a tough one there. And I think that is Cornwall over there at third. Couldn't quite get the glove on it there, and that E has to come out, I think, in that instance again.
And again, trying to go just a little bit too quick, trying to throw the ball before it's
not an easy play to make there by any means. Jake Hallett now, strikeout victim in the second, reached on a fielder's choice, scored a run in the first. Pitch on the way, just a bit outside. Framed well by Robinson, but home plate umpire not fooled, and it's 1-0.
Yeah, he tried to coax it back over there.
Hallett. Let's double check indeed that this is Hallett. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. And I believe Hallett must now be the designated hitter in this instance. They swapped into a DH position here, as he exited the ballgame defensively anyway. So 1-1, and catching the outside corner, now 1-2. One out, runner at first in Dodge. (15-8) Spencer. We're in the bottom of the third. Deitering will fire home. Got him to chase after that one. Some movement on that bad boy, and there's Deitering's first strikeout of the night. 2 down for Logan Huckfeldt.
Yeah, that one's going to fool pretty much anybody. That was
nasty. Huckfeldt tonight, RBI single to left in the second, strikeout victim in the first. Officially 1 for 2 with a run scored. And that's going to be a dribbler towards third. Bobble, not in time. Huckfeldt not the speediest, but gets there. And I think you got to go another error there.
Yep. And again, that one was a little bit more within kind of a routine area. By no means, screaming by him or anything. Just
Versteg, the courtesy runner, comes in for Huckfeldt.
Gotta watch it into the glove.
Still 2 outs. Runners at first and second, and here's Cooper Griffin. Grand slam for Griffin in the first. Walk and a run scored in the second. First pitch, outside ball 1. Moved a little too much there.
Yeah, a little off-speed action there, too.
Each team has had base runners in every half inning here tonight. And a 1-0 count here. Outside again, 2-0.
Yeah, he's trying to get a little bit too fancy here these last
now Deitering,
pitches.
yeah. He's had good movement on it, but too much in this instance. Deitering gets set, now delivers. That one just misses, but not by a whole lot. 3-0 now. And here again, I'm not sure they want to give Griffin anything too great to hit here, right?
No.
You've seen what he can do. You don't want to give back 3 of the 4 runs you got in the back half or the top half of the inning. The pitch, that's down the middle for a strike. 3-0 count, though, of course. At second sits Dodge. Versteg at first. 2 outs, bottom of the third. Dietering winds up or gets set and delivers. That's going to be ball 4. So they'll load the bases here with 2 outs. First walk given up by Dietering. Versteg to second, Dodge to third, and now here's Kate Johnson. 2 RBI single up the middle in the second, reached on a walk and scored a run in the first. So Spencer trying to get some of those runs back. Spirit Lake trying to get out of the inning. And it'll stay high. Not bad, but a little outside, ball 1. Yeah, Dietering's just been just a hair outside with a lot of the movement.
He is flirting hard with that outside corner. I think, like you said, that one might have just been more high than anything.
1-0, got him to chase, now 1-1.
I think that's the spot he's been looking for.
Wind has picked up again here just a hair. Spencer a winner in softball tonight. I believe the final there was 6-2. The 1-1, there's some movement in there for a strike.
Ooh. Boy, he just lays that thing out there.
I mean, it looks way inside and falls right off the ledge. 1-2.
Yeah, 2 outs here, too. He can get out of this
Johnson,
thing.
bases loaded, and that's going to be hit into right. It's going to drop down for a hit. 1 run is going to score. They're going to send the runner around third. He is going to score, and Spencer's got a couple runs back here, now leading 17-8.
Yeah, 1 swing. There it is again. That close to keeping this thing within reason, but another well-hit ball.
Very well-hit ball. 2 RBI single in this case. Griffin down to second. 4 RBIs for Kate Johnson tonight. 3 runs scored by Dodge now. And top of the order, Brendan Elsbecker looks at ball 1.
Man, he put some nasty stuff on that pitch.
He's been moving it around the strike zone quite well. 1-0 here to Elsbecker.
That one looked like it was heading toward the dugout and still almost came back in.
That one finds the strike zone. It'll be 1-1 to Elsbecker. Let's see, he grounded out in the second and then reached, he batted twice in the first inning. Had a single and a run scored and then a bunt single and a run scored. 17-8 Tigers. And here comes a 1-1 pitch. Swung on, foul.
Well, here he is again with
head in the count.
2 strikes, 2 outs.
Well, you got a couple pitches to give here.
Yeah. He's already at 30-plus pitches, too.
Yeah. It has been 3 long innings to start this one. Here comes a 1-2. Got him to chase, getting a piece of it there. Elsbecker hanging around. Tomorrow night on Y100, we'll have some baseball from Bancroft. Scott will get to experience that excellent ballpark as North Union hosts Okoboji in non-conference play. That's a 5:30 start tomorrow on Y100. 1-2. And the pitch. And hit towards short. They'll just toss over to second. Reynolds will in time to Sundahl. They'll get the force play there. And the inning comes to an end. So 6-4 put out for out number 3. Technically, Elsbecker reaches on the fielder's choice. And again, our inning comes to a close. But a couple more runs for Spencer on 1 hit. I did have a couple of errors and a walk. We leave 1 or 2 on base in this instance. And it will be 17-8 Spencer when we go to the 4th inning in a minute on KUOO.
Mean to be on a team. It means other people are depending on you. That's why the Bank Midwest team supports student athletes, because we know being part of a team teaches you a lot. So good luck to your team from ours. Bank Midwest. Member FDIC.
McKean's Pub and Grill in Spirit Lake has awesome nightly specials Tuesday through Saturday. Stop by after the game or any night and enjoy a great atmosphere and good times with friends at McKean's Pub and Grill.
This is Scott Troutman with State Farm in Spirit Lake. All across the country, drivers are reaping the rewards of safer driving with the updated Drive Safe and Save app, where you can earn a discount of up to 30%. Call Scott Troutman State Farm at 336-2499.
Northwest Iowa bone, joint, and sports surgeons have been providing excellent care to the community for the past 40 years. Their team offers specialized care, including sports medicine, as well as in-house physical therapy. Exceptional, dependable, local. Visit NWIAbone.com.
All right, we go to the top of the fourth. Spencer leads Spirit Lake 17-8 in Lakes Conference Baseball. With Keith Check, I'm Jason Jacobs. Thanks to Matthew running the video on ExploreKaboji.com. And thanks to Gabe back in the studios, all of our great sports sponsors. Braden Tiestfeld leads things off for the Indians and looks at ball one from Jackson Hefner. Pitching in relief of Brendan Elsbecker. 1-0. Low, 2-0. Tiestfeld 1 for 2 tonight. Single to right, run scored. Also a ground out to the pitcher. And 2-0 on the way. Chopper towards short. Dirks off the hop. Low throw to first. Scooped by Griffin. Ooh, nicely done.
Very good stretch there at first.
Very good. One away for Spirit Lake offensively. Now Jake Cornwall has a walk and a run scored and also a sacrifice fly and an RBI.
Well, and something, too, that kind of gets overlooked. These base runners are quick. They're all so fast.
A lot of speed.
That was closer than it probably would be with most base runners.
It's in there for a strike to Cornwall. 17-8. In favor of Spencer, and movement that time around doesn't quite break, and it'll be 1-1 to Cornwall, who's playing over at third now. 1-1 pitch. That's in there for a strike. Now 1-2. And you notice Hefner from the windup here, not wasting a ton of time here. The 1-2. Swing and a miss and give him his first strikeout of the night.
2 quick outs for Spencer. I think that's the first time we've seen that, too.
Yes, it is. Isaac Early now. He's got a 2 for 2 night with an RBI double and a run scored in the first, infield single and a run scored in the third.
Yeah, and as far as the pace at which you're throwing your pitches, it's just like anything else here. Shooting a free throw, you have your routine. Pitchers have their routine. Golfers.
Yep.
Everybody's got their own speed. I'm with you. I'm one of those. I'm going as quick as I can.
Right. First
Here it
pitch
is, and we're getting it over with.
Side to Early. Yeah.
Especially on the golf course.
As a broadcaster, we definitely like the quicker speed. There's no doubt about it. We will openly admit that. Less filler for us. Less chance of us sounding or saying something off the wall, right?
Give me about 5 seconds.
The 1-1. It's catching the outside corner. Nice placement there by Hefner, and it's 1-2. 2 outs, nobody on for Spirit Lake. Top of the fourth. 17-8 Spencer. And 1-2 pitch on the way, and that's going to be low.
Yeah, that one got away from him a little bit, well into the dirt.
Our broadcast thanks to Dr. Craig Newell and Pizza Ranch in Spirit Lake. Thanks to all of our wonderful sports sponsors. Gabe doing a good job back at Mission Control in Spirit Lake. Matthew running the video stream end of things. We thank him as well. Deuces wild here to Isaac Early. And a 2-2 pitch. High and missed just by a hair, now full counts. That one was just a bit outside. It was pretty well framed by Huckfelt, the catcher, but got a 3-2 pitch on the way. And here it is. That's going to be hit into center field, kind of golfed at, and underneath it to make the play, Campbell Wessels. And we have a 1-2-3 inning, Keith.
What
I didn't know if we could do it tonight.
What happened? What does that mean? Did it break?
I don't know. Something happened. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on for Spirit Lake. Top of the fourth. They trail Spencer 17-8 back in a minute. KUOO.
Imagine a surgery with less pain, where it's minimally invasive. You have a faster recovery and you receive better results. At Lakes Regional Healthcare, the only hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery in Northwest Iowa, surgeons provided robotic surgeries for orthopedic, gynecological, and general surgical procedures such as hip and knee replacement, hysterectomies, colon resections, gallbladder removal, hernia repairs, and more. So when you need surgery, look to the only area hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery. Look to Lakes Regional Healthcare in Spirit Lake.
Whether it's a flooded basement or damaged carpets, Steamway Cleaning has the tools and professional service to restore the beauty of your floors. Steamway Cleaning also provides duct cleaning, odor removal, and much more, plus 24-hour emergency services. Call Steamway Cleaning in Spirit Lake.
For the best window and door solutions for your next project, choose superior quality to enhance the character of your home. Choose Marvin. Visit your local Marvin dealer. Consumer Lumber in Spirit Lake, Spencer, and Lake Park. Locally owned and operated since 1906.
Welcome back to Andy McGaffin Field in Spencer. And the Tigers leading the Spirit Lake Indians 17-8 in Lakes Conference Baseball. A high-scoring affair here in Lakes Conference ball tonight. 25 runs combined here already as we go to the bottom of the fourth. And we've seen 4 pitchers. And Drew Deitering remains on the mound here for the Indians. He'll face Campbell Wessels. Campbell is 1 for 3 tonight with a 2 RBI double. Reached on an error and scored a run as well. And the first pitch to him is going to be hit into center field. Down for a hit. And another base runner here for Spencer, whose bats, let's not take anything away, have been very good tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it is. Spirit Lake has had their fair share of errors and everything. It's been one of those nights for them, but you add on top, those bats have just been golden.
Well, they put the ball in play, right?
Yeah.
Things happen when you put the ball in play. You can't win the game if you strike out at every at-bat, right?
That's the truth. They haven't done that much tonight.
And that's going to be hit towards second. Could be double play material, not quite. They're going to get the force play at second. Kind of got stuck halfway in the glove there of Ryder Sundahl, but he does get Wessels, the lead runner, so that'll be a 4-6 put out for out number 1, and it will be a fielder's choice for Devin Dirks. So 1 away and a runner at first yet for the Tigers, and now Reed Tigas.
That wasn't an easy play to make either. That ball was humming. Did that hit him in the chest, kind of, or did he get the glove up?
I think he got the glove up. It just got stuck in the glove.
Gotcha.
So Tigas, he's officially 0 for 2, has reached on a fielder's choice and a walk with a couple of runs scored. And the pitch to him, swung on. That'll get through the infield on the right side. Runner in Dirks is going to round second now. It's kind of bobbled a little bit out there in right. They'll get it in time. And runners will be at the corners for the Tigers. So we'll go a 1-out single there for Tigas. His first hit of the ball game, second hit of the inning. And Spencer maybe has something cooking here with 1 away.
And that was another instance, too. It didn't hurt the play any. The runner was going to make it to third either way, but the right fielder, just that,
couldn't quite get it out of the glove.
Yeah. And that's just, I think, trying to go a little bit too quick. We've all been there where you have that half second of, uh-oh.
Right.
What do I do?
And that's when the error comes a lot of times, right? So here's Cale Dodge. He has reached base all 3 times, 1 via the error, couple of hits as well. 3 runs scored, RBI as well, and it'll be outside ball 1 to Cale Dodge. Tigas at first and Dirks at third. 9-run lead here for the Tigers in the bottom of the fourth and 1 out. And Deitering working from the stretch. And there's that breaking ball. Didn't quite break enough.
Yeah.
It'll be 2-0 to Dodge.
That was another one. It looked like he threw that one well away and
it looked like
well inside, rather.
It looked like it was going to beam Cale Dodge on the arm the way it was released, and then ends up about maybe an inch or 2 off the plate. 2-0. as breeze is picking up again out of the southwest. That's going to be hit solidly into left center field. They're going to give chase and make the catch. Wajda does. The runner will tag from third and Dirks, and Spencer extends that lead back to 10. So sacrifice fly and an RBI for Dodge.
Number 22.
Good job of getting underneath of that there by Wajda.
Yeah, that was a long trip he had to make over there.
And that'll be out number 2. Still a runner at first in Tigas, and here's Jake Hallett. First pitch on the way. That's going to be hit into left center, and Wajda. Wow. Great wheels by Jack Wajda. Well, okay, state champion track team. Jack, one of those members. Remember that? Remember that? Yeah. You can tell, right? That's pretty well hit ball by Hallett. I think in several instances that is a hit. But credit Jack Wajda and the wheels for getting Spirit Lake out of the inning. But Spencer does get another run. They lead 18-8, getting a run on a couple of hits, no errors, 1 left on. We go to the 5th in a minute on KUOO.
Craig Newell and his staff with Newell Orthodontics of Spirit Lake, Worthington, and Wyndham are well-trained, highly skilled, and licensed to provide the best quality orthodontic care. Newell Orthodontics is proud to help the community and wishes the best of luck to all local athletes throughout the season.
Are you paying too much for internet service? It's time to cut the wires, cut the charges. IGL Teleconnect is your local internet provider. No contracts, no hidden fees, no equipment rental, and no confusing packages for just $40 a month. IGL Teleconnect, we put you first.
Doctors Norland and Cornwall and the entire staff of the Eye Care Center would like to remind athletes to do your best and have a great season. When you have eye care needs, visit the Eye Care Center just north of the hospital in Spirit Lake. The Eye Care Center is proud to offer you professional service and personal care for all your eye care needs. The Eye Care Center has a large selection of quality eyeglass frames and the most up-to-date styles. Call today to make an appointment with the professionals at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake.
5th in Lakes Conference Baseball. It's a 10-run lead for Spencer, 18-8, and Riley Reynolds leads things off for the Indians. Reynolds looks at strike 1. Spirit Lake will need to score a run here to keep the ball game alive. And that'll be missing just a hair outside. It'll be a ball and a strike here to Riley Reynolds. Riley's had a good night at the plate. 2 RBI single up the middle, and then also a walk and a run scored. And 1-1 pitch on the way. Ooh, chased after that one just a hair late, and it'll be 1-2 to Reynolds. He'll be followed by Spencer Robinson and Drew Dietering.
Yeah, crazy to think you have 8 runs through 4 innings and you find yourself down 10 runs.
Right.
You've played good offensive ball.
It has not been a common ball game, that's for sure. It's been a little uncharacteristic all around. 2-2. We know this much. The bats have been solid for Spencer tonight, but Spirit Lake, I mean, they have to be happy with the batting end of things. They definitely had some miscues defensively they'd want to clean up, but 3-2 now here to Reynolds as he's going to try to at least get on here for Spirit Lake and give him a chance to extend the ball game.
Well, and those are uncharacteristic. I think that's...
Well, that's true.
It got contagious, and I don't think it's anything to worry about in the future.
Ooh. This is hit solidly into center field, giving chase and making the catch is Campbell Wessels.
Boy.
For out number 1. Good wheels there.
That's 3 balls in a row that we've seen go
very well
deep.
Done by the outfielders. So 1 down for Spencer Robinson, the catcher. Spencer tonight, 1 for 2 with an RBI single to left and a run scored. His courtesy runner scored that run. Spencer's the winner on the softball diamond tonight, 6-2. First pitch on the way to Robinson is inside ball 1. We will have live radio and video of Spencer at Spirit Lake softball at the end of the month. I know that is on the agenda because I know I am calling that game. The 1-0 inside 2-0.
Yeah, that's insane looking at the schedules. It's like, man, there's like a dozen games left, not even for some teams.
It is, it's such a...
It's a lot in a short amount of time.
Well, and this year they really crammed it in there. They moved baseball up into mid-May start, 2-0 count. A lot of schools didn't play. games in that first week, or maybe played one because there's a lot of kids in track and golf and soccer. 3-0 here to Robinson. And they're moving the tournaments up as well. The boys' tournament will now start at the same time as the softball tournament does, and then the state tournaments will be the same week.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
For Spencer necessarily, it's maybe not quite as much of a move up, but it will be for Spirit Lake. 3-0. That's going to be foul over the Spirit Lake dugout down the first base side. 3-1. It used to be you wouldn't see baseball start until like July 8th, 9th, the 1A and 2A schools. Spirit Lake plays in 2A.
It's late into this.
now it's going to be a July 2nd tournament. And that's going to be ball four. So Robinson draws a one-out walk here for Spirit Lake.
Still some life.
Yeah, first walk given up by Jackson Hefner, who's done pretty well here in relief.
Well, and I was
2 innings of work.
I was surprised. This is my first year here in Iowa, and I didn't realize that they played their ball in the summer.
I think we're about the only state left in the union. I'm serious. We are, but really the only state left. I love it. I like the summer ball.
It does feel right.
Yeah, it feels better than the April games in the snow that I've witnessed north of the border a few times. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be hit towards short. Scooped up to second. Got the force play at second. Nicely done by Dirks there. So they'll get Vandenberg at second. It'll be a 6-4 put out there. Fielder's choice for Dietering. And now 2 away. Spirit Lake down to their last out, and J.D. Schneider. If I could be like, if I could argue for perfect world, I'd say, like, let's start the first week of May. Let's go till, right till about July. Let's have a nice almost 2.5 month season and then have our tournament. I would like that best.
Yeah,
but
bring that to the committee.
I don't think I'm going to get my wish. 1-0 here to Schneider.
Well, right there, too, that last play, again, a routine ball to shortstop, and still that runner almost got to second.
It's been kind of a goofy night. Oh, yeah, and that is true. There's a lot of speed out on the diamond tonight. A lot of speed all around. It'll be 2-0 here to Schneider. He has a single to right and a walk tonight. 2-0. Catches the outside corner, 2-1. So Spencer fans are saying here, we need an out to get out of this thing here. Spirit Lake wants to keep the ball game going. 18-8 Tigers if you're just joining us here, top of the 5th. And the pitch, low. 3 balls and a strike to Schneider. Our broadcast, thanks to so many sponsors: Plum Supply Kitchens and Baths, Jerdy Collision Center, Snapper's Turtle Bay Cafe, the Venue and Sportsman's Corner, and Siouxland Scale Services. 3-1. That's going to be hit solidly into left field. Down for a hit. Runners are going to be safe at first and second. Good piece of hitting there by J.D. Schneider. And Spirit Lake staying alive with a base hit here in the top of the 5th. Now Aiden Gigstead had a sacrifice bunt. And then he had the well-hit ball to right that was caught, and then they did the double play on the tag.
Oh, that's right.
Remember that?
Yeah, we'd be remiss if we didn't shout out the flow of Gigstad also.
Love
Kid's
it.
Got a great head of
Love
hair.
it.
Not jealous at all.
First pitch coming up here to Gigstead. Runners at first and second. That's going to catch the outside corner for a strike. And if you're Jackson Hefner, you're saying, all right, here, I've had a pretty good 2+ innings now. My team could really like to get out of here without having to play a bottom half of the inning at the very least. And the pitch, high, 1-1. And Spirit Lake saying, the way this thing has gone, this is not over yet.
No, that's what's crazy.
1-1 to Gigstead. And Hefner looks back towards second, now delivers. Got him to chase, now 1-2. One and 2 to Gigstead. At second is Dietering. Schneider is at first. 2 outs here, top of the 5th. And Hefner delivers. Swing and a miss. strike three. That'll be the second strikeout for Hefner, and that'll do it. Spencer, a winner 18-8 in 5 innings. That is a lot of runs that were scored here tonight. It was not boring, Keith. I will say that.
That was...
The bats were entertaining tonight.
When I say bizarre, I mean it as a compliment.
Right.
That was fun to watch. We said before the game, this is probably going to be a really good matchup. Two teams kind of, evenly matched.
Yep.
And then this happened.
Yeah, it's been kind of a weird one here, but credit Spencer. Their bats were a little better tonight, 18-8. They're the winners over Spirit Lake. The Tigers are improving to 10-4 on the season, and they are now 2-3 in Lakes Conference play. Spirit Lake falls to 6-9, 1-4 in Lakes Conference play. We will take a 3-minute timeout. Post-game show on the way with Doctors Norland and Cornwall at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake. That's on the way next on KUOO and Explore Kaboji Live Video.
Mean to be on a team. It means other people are depending on you. That's why the Bank Midwest team supports student athletes, because we know being part of a team teaches you a lot. So good luck to your team from ours. Bank Midwest. Member FDIC.
At Iowa Lakes Electric Cooperative, we are member-owned. That means everyone who gets their power from Iowa Lakes is also an owner. That's the cooperative difference.
The power is yours at your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
For the best window and door solutions for your next project, choose superior quality to enhance the character of your home. Choose Marvin. Visit your local Marvin dealer. Consumer Lumber in Spirit Lake, Spencer, and Lake Park. Locally owned and operated since 1906.
The Hut Bar and Grill in Arnold Park is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, and breakfast is served Saturdays and Sundays starting at 8 a.m. So if you're looking for fantastic food served up hot, fresh, and delicious, and service that gets you in and on your way, head to the Hut in Arnold Park.
At United Community Bank, we're actively engaged in developing, strengthening, and energizing our communities by investing in people and their hopes and dreams for the future. Let us go to work for you, supporting your goals and helping you succeed. We look forward to being a part of your financial future. United Community Bank, with locations in Milford, Okoboji, Hartley, Ocheyedan, and Lake Park. Member FDIC.
United Community Bank, dedicated to your financial success.
Okoboji Realty is a proud supporter of the Spirit Lake athletes and all the young athletes involved and driven for success. Good luck from Amy Maris and Mickey Harrington, real estate agents with Okoboji Realty. Dedicated to community, dedicated to you.
Pub 19 is open 7 days a week at 11 a.m. with limited seating. Dine in or carry out every Friday night. You can enjoy the in-house smoked prime rib. Pub 19 at Okoboji View Golf Course on Highway 86 in Spirit Lake. And check out their new menu items at pub19barngrill.com.
Northwest Bank is top notch. You may be a one-time customer, you may be a lifetime customer, but they're always going to look out for you and take care of you.
Northwest Bank has the ability to help you do what you need to have done with your mortgage.
To me, probably the number one thing is their ability to get the job done.
Easy to work with, explain things very well, people that you trust and people that you see every day. That type of skill and knowledge sitting behind that desk when you're coming to sign those papers is very important.
I've always trusted Northwest Bank, and I definitely trust them with the biggest purchase we've ever made.
Doctors Norland and Cornwall and the entire staff of the Eye Care Center would like to remind athletes to do your best and have a great season. When you have eye care needs, visit the Eye Care Center just north of the hospital in Spirit Lake. The Eye Care Center is proud to offer you professional service and personal care for all your eye care needs. The Eye Care Center has a large selection of quality eyeglass frames in the most up-to-date styles. Call today to make an appointment with the professionals at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake.
Like offensively, your team does do a nice job of putting the bat on the ball tonight.
Yeah, start the game up 3-0 and you feel pretty good about it. And I felt like we were on attack mode, or at least, the way their bats were attacking, we kind of had to be in attack mode, and there was no time to waste as far as swinging the bat. So I felt like we did a good job responding there.
It kind of a rough outing for Jake Cornwall, but I didn't really feel like all of that was Jake's fault. A couple of those instances, if you could turn a couple of those errors into an out, that probably isn't such a bad first inning, right?
Yeah, as a former pitcher, we really talk about the extra bases and the extra outs that you give teams, and And, with the Lakes Conference, and you think about a team like Spencer with the kids they got returning in their lineup this year, you give those guys extra opportunities and their lineup extra opportunities, and they're going to make it hurt. And we really felt that tonight. And I thought Jake, maybe didn't have his best stuff, but at the same time, like getting ground balls and that stuff, like if you can get ground balls, I feel like we can be successful. But tonight that wasn't the case.
Did feel like Drew Deitering in relief, though, did a nice job for you, though. Kept the game at bay. I mean, really didn't give up hardly anything in terms of the lead in that sense. So you got to be happy with his outing, at least in the latter innings.
Yeah, Drew as a senior is really kind of taking on that role of I don't care when you pitch me. I'm going to step in and be ready. And I didn't even really tell him he was relief tonight. I just kind of, the way the game went, I was like, you know what, let's let Drew have a crack at it. And I really felt like he attacked and made him hit. And like I said, they can swing, and so I didn't expect him to go in there and strike everybody out, but at the same time, like, just make them beat us, and I thought he did a great job.
You mentioned the success of the Lakes Conference. It's a Spencer team that's 10-4, but they only have a couple conference wins here, halfway through the conference season, and that's just indicative of how strong it is.
Man, I've talked to all the coaches in the Lakes Conference now, and just thinking back, from my time here at Spirit Lake, is I can't think of a time when the conference was this tough all the way through. And, we're really feeling that right now, and I think we can be one of those tough teams, and, by the end of the year. But at this point, we kind of got to figure ourselves out a little bit.
Stepping out of conference play to take on Humboldt tomorrow night. You get a home game, which has got to be a good feeling, but what do you know about Humboldt?
Always good. Always good. We
a lot of athletes right now.
Yeah, the way we schedule it, we don't shy away from people. We want to attack it, and we want to be playing with the best, and we feel like Humboldt's one of those teams they've been successful in a lot of other sports this year, so I'm expecting good things from them. So we're going to look to attack, keep the bats going, and try to shore up our gloves a little bit.
And then you'll have Western Christian on Friday, so back into conference play.
Right.
Any final thoughts on this one, Coach, before we let you go?
No, just happy for the coverage, and thanks for all you guys do, traveling, come.
Absolutely.
So,
thanks for coming up. Always win or lose, we appreciate it, Ross. Good to see you, man.
Yeah, you
Good
too.
luck the rest of the way, okay?
Thank you.
Ross Ackerman, that's Spirit Lake head baseball coach, joining us here in our post-game show from Doctors Norland and Cornwall at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake. Spencer wins this one 18-8 in 5 innings. Offensively for Spirit Lake tonight, Jack Wajda 1 for 2 with an RBI. Braden Tiestfeld 1 for 3 with a run scored. Jake Cornwall with a walk, a run scored, and an RBI. Isaac Early 2 for 3 tonight, RBI and 2 runs for him. Riley Reynolds 1 for 2 with an RBI, a walk, and a run scored. Spencer Robinson was 1 for 2 with a walk and an RBI tonight. Drew Deitering with a run, scored, and a walk. J.D. Schneider was 2 for 2 tonight with a walk as well. And for Spencer offensively this evening, let's see, really good night for Cooper Griffin. Grand slam in the first inning. He's officially 1 for 1 with 4 RBIs. He did have 2 runs scored as he walked in his other 2 at-bats tonight. Cade Johnson just as good behind him. Cade was 2 for 2 tonight with a walk as well. 3 runs scored and 4 RBIs for him as well. And then let's see, Cale Dodge tonight for the Tigers, 2 for 3, 3 runs scored, and a couple RBIs. Campbell Wessels, 2 for 4, 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs. And Evan Dirks would end up 1 for 4, but would reach base 3 times and score a couple of runs. He had an RBI as well. Brendan Elsbecker, 2 for 4, with 2 runs scored tonight for Spencer, who wins this one 18-8 and improves to 10-4, 2-3 in Lakes Conference play. Spirit Lake, that slide continues 6-7 now, 1-4 in Lakes Conference play, but it doesn't get any easier, Keith. So as you heard Coach just say, you just got to pick up the pieces and move on to tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a rough stretch for them, and again, I mean, you look at the stat line you just went through for Spirit Lake, and ordinarily, you'd say, hey, that's
8 runs. You like your chances, right?
It's the one stat for this game at least was the error column. That's what did it.
Yep.
Who knows? Like you said, that grand slam changed the entire course of the game. That came, if I'm not mistaken, right after that error on first base.
Yep.
Where the first baseman couldn't quite get the squeeze on it. And after that, a 4-run dinger right there. So you clean up half of those errors, this game is probably still going, and there's still at least a chance for Spirit Lake. So I think, again, you clean those few mistakes up, and it's a tough road for them. It's a tough conference. So, we'll see what happens. But they've definitely got the pieces. If they can clean up a couple of those mistakes, they're going to be in a much better position towards the end of the season.
Final score in this one, Spencer 18, Spirit Lake 8 in 5 innings. Keith, thanks for joining me here this evening, and thanks to Matthew back behind us in the press box running the video, and thanks to Gabe back at Mission Control in Spirit Lake. I'm Jason Jacobs saying good night from Andy McGaffin Field.